What's up, tricksters and tricksettas, and welcome to another Tier 3 sub VOD review presented by favorite reading coach CHARLATAN Papito. Today, at our coaching table, we have our friend from España called Andres Logan, and he is a Yoru main, Ascendant 3, playing on Abysmal, on Abyss. Now, we already did a tracker review for Andres, if you remember, like, around a week ago, and basically he is just a hardstack Ascendant player that really lacks solo impact in his gameplay. Also, based on his tracker, like, it seems that his game knowledge and understanding of Valorant is not really the best. So we're gonna try to help our friend Andres to go from Ascendant, Hardstack Gorilla, to Immortalius Rex. Now, let's see what Andres said to us here. In this match, I don't feel like I played badly overall, but I died too many times, and this is a recurring issue in most of my games. My main goal with this VOD review is to understand how to better regulate my deaths per match while still having high impact, and to learn which of my picks and pushes are good versus unnecessary or low value. Okay, we're gonna focus on that. I died multiple times due to whiffing shots. I'm actively training my shooting discipline, but sometimes I lose focus, rush my shots, or forget to apply what I practice. Some deaths came from slow reaction time or lack of full focus. This wasn't intentional. It was my last game of the day, and I think I mentally disconnected in a few rounds. I also talked about this, I also talked about this during his tracker review. Like, it is kind of impossible that an average player, that is not Radiant or a professional player, can have a full focus to play like 10 matches in a row. And there is no way that you're gonna have the same focus, that you're gonna try hard equally in the game number 1 and the game number 10. Like, out of all of the 6,000 players that I've coached privately, maybe like 10 players could have played like, 10 games in a row in one sitting, in one gaming session, and they can retain the same focus, same stamina, same everything. Consistency throughout all of these matches. So, if you feel tired, bro, if you feel like you don't want to play the game, if you feel you're not mechanically, physically, and mentally ready to win, why push it? What's the point then? Because trust me, you're never gonna have a fun in a competitive game by losing. Who has fun losing, essentially? And losing because you know that you're not gonna play the best. You know that you're tired. You know that you lack focus. You know that you're not ready to win. You're not ready to perform. Why push it? Do something else. Go aim train, I don't know, like go play some other game, play on your second account, do something else. Go to the gym, essentially. Now, mechanically I don't feel completely off, but many deaths seem to come from timing, focus, and poor fight selection rather than pure aim. This is another thing that we've mentioned during your tracker review. Like, just based on your tracker, like it seems that, a lot of your fights don't make any sense in terms of how you position, how you play with your teammates, how you, take the fights, essentially. And if we can see that on the tracker, but probably, like, in your gameplay, like, literally, we're gonna see it now. We're gonna see the VOD review now. Throughout the match, I actively try to think about how to play each round, adapt to the enemy, and use available information to disrupt or punish their next play. My usual playstyle is to anchor one site and then rotate TP. Listen, bro. So, okay, this is good. This is good. Anchoring a bomb site in ranked solo queue. You are crazy. But literally crazy. Like, in ranked solo queue, on a defender side, you play wherever you think enemies will go next. You rotate based on information that you have in the current round and from the previous rounds. Like, the worst thing you can do in ranked solo queue is play the same bomb site 12 rounds in a row, stay for way too long on the same fucking site, when you already know that your teammates are gonna die or fight on the opposite part of the map. In ranked solo queue, it is always better that you prioritize making numbers advantage, that you prioritize team play, refrag potential, retakes at the end of the day, instead of you, you know, like, you are being chilling on the A site of Abyss, while you have the information that maybe 2 or 3 enemies are mid, you know, or B. 2 or 3 guys are here. Now, I'm gonna wait for my teammates to die on the B site, to lose the site as well, and then I'm gonna rotate. Now, fuck this shit, bro. Like, literally, you just rotate based on info that you have at that moment of time, and info that you have, like, from the previous rounds as well. When it looks like a default or possible fake, I don't instantly rotate. Instead, I look for the lurker or hold an off angle for a short time to see how the enemy develops around. Okay, listen here. You can do this in ranked solo queue only if enemies did this in the previous rounds. You know, like, in ranked solo queue, like, you can never, like, make up information based on previous games, or based on, like, some schizophrenic thoughts that you have at that moment of time. Like, you need to base, you know, how you position, how you fast you rotate, what you do in a match. You base on the general rules that you follow during your gameplay, the general good rules for ranked solo queue, and based on what happened in the previous rounds. And that's it, essentially. Okay, how can I reduce my deaths per match without becoming passive or losing impact? We're gonna see in your gameplay. Which of my aggressive picks, pushes, or rotations are actually good, and which ones are unnecessary or poorly timed? Okay, let's answer on all of this. What's a good way to pick my main? I have 80% win rate on Gecko on like 70 matches, 53% Sova, 140 games, and 64 Neon. Listen, you pick... First of all, you can simply pick your main agent based on what is working the best for you in that specific act or at that specific moment of time. You know? Like, if you're like already... Well, again, we got banned on TikTok. Why? I didn't say anything, man. What type of violations did I repeat, bro? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so basically... I said nothing! I said nothing, bro. So basically... when you... when you're like picking your main agents, you can pick them based on the win rate. Definitely, you know, like during a specific act and specific episode. You know, if Gecko is already working for you, there is no reason to change something that's already working. Maybe right now you have fun with Gecko. Maybe Gecko suits your playstyle. So why not? But also, like, you know, the best way to pick your main agent is based on which agents suit your strengths and weaknesses the best as a player. You know, are you really good at timings, at lurking, at utility usage? Are you a really good support type of player? You know? Are you very versatile player? Aggressive player? Passive player? Like, I don't know, you know, I don't know what type of strengths you have as a player. In a long run, that's always the best idea. But of course, when you're picking your main agents, like, you should always try to make sure that those agents actually have some high solo carry potential in ranked solo queue. And that you actually follow, you know, the agent's tier list to some degree. You know, like, for example, maining Sova in silver is like a snooze fest, essentially. Like, there is no way that Sova is the right play for you in silver, for an example. Stat-wise, Gecko is the play, but I hate playing him. Why? Gecko is pretty fun agent. You know? You throw, pew! You throw this shit, pew! 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 You can reset them. You can support your teammates. You can support yourself. Why is Gecko not fun? It's more fun than Sova, for an example, like... Or... Yeah, it's more fun than Sova. It is not more fun than Neon, but then Sova definitely. I think it's just the constant need to flash every like 10 seconds. Well, I mean, like, it's not like you need some flash lineups for that or something like that. And, you know, you're not only flashing for your teammates. You're using the flash to peek the enemies, take the fights. I don't know. But as you know, that's how I would pick a main agent. But is it possible to main Jet in all of the maps? Yes. Like, basically, Jet is probably the most versatile agent in Valorant when it comes to the maps where you can play her. Jet and Yoru, I would say, are the two agents where literally it literally doesn't matter on which map you play them. You can have a identical solo carry impact with them. Okay, let's see what our friend Andres Logan is doing here. So, we have Abyss, Ascendant 3. Oh, wait, he says... Okay. Abysmal. Attacker side. I feel like Vele is a better Jet. Would you say same for Vele? Huh, you know, Vele is okay. Just like Vele requires more work to make her work out in ranked solo queue. And more team play. Like with Jet you can do a lot of solo shit. You know? But with Vele, I mean, she's not bad, obviously. Like, she's totally fine. Like, it's not like Vele is a bad agent. But Vele definitely needs far more coordination with the team. Far more. Yeah, let me add some audio for you guys. Good. SFX, we have a minimap zoom. We got it. That's good. And let's go to the epic pen. Let me try to reset the stream on TikTok. Maybe we can fake it and go live again. If I break something in chat, like, you can sue me, I don't care. Maybe the music is the problem. Like, I really don't know what the fuck is going on with the TikTok streams, man. Like, I get banned on TikTok like every stream. Don't say bad words. Oh, man, I need a lot of mental power for that one, brother. Okay, I'll try to be family friendly today. But bro, I need a lot of mental power. State of support, maybe. I literally said nothing. I literally said nothing in this stream. Nothing. Okay, so today we have a family-friendly stream, and we'll see if we're gonna get banned on TikTok. Okay? Good. Okay, so let's start with the Abyss. First of all, Andres, my friend, whenever you get like you know, on any map in Valorant, in ranked solo queue, the first question you're asking yourself is like, which map are you playing? How should you play that map on a macro and micro level? And what should you do when it comes to your team composition, enemy's team composition, and what are the strengths and weaknesses of each team comp? On Abyss, your default site, number 1 priority, B site, number 2 priority, A site, number 3 priority, mid area of the map. In the first 4 to 6 rounds, we want to organize our teammates to play together as 5, and we want to execute B site and A site in various different patterns, essentially. The mid area of the map is our last resort, and we touch it a bit later. Whenever enemies on a defender side are eco, halberd, or bonus, fireman push A. Whenever you are playing some kind of an eco, halberd, bonus round, just don't touch the mid area of the map, if possible. Now, in this specific match, our team composition is like okay-ish. The only thing that we're missing is the proper initiator. We have 0 recon abilities. So what does that mean? That means that you need to clear every angle of every part of this map like an enemy will be and can be there. We cannot be sloppy with angle clearing. We cannot not clear some of the angles, one angle at a time, jump spotting mechanic, that's it. When it comes to the enemy's team comp, pretty standard, you know, ranked solo queue comp, nothing really that we can abuse or be, you know, worry about specifically. The only thing that we need to really be careful is probably enemy jet and enemy chamber are gonna play a bit more aggressive in the main areas of the map, and we need to be ready for every single early peek from the enemies in the B main and A main. Against this team composition, but generally speaking, it doesn't really matter if you go A or B in the first round. I would probably do a 5-man push on A because they don't have a real sentinel, you know, but we can also do a 5-man push B. It really doesn't matter that much. In the first round with Yoru, let's see what he is gonna buy. Hello team, hello! Habla español. Ghost and Flash. Okay, we can go with that. We can go with this as well. Just, I don't know, why did you not... Ah, you bought it, okay. We can do this as well. Like, basically, it's okay. On Abyss with Yoru, like, you can go classic light shield. 2 teleports and a flash. Or you can go with a ghost, a flash, and 1 teleport. It doesn't matter if you're exiting A set or B set, because anyways, like, your job is to close the gap with the enemies. Your job is to avoid every single long-range gunfight. And, yeah, you know, it's fine. And as I said, it's fine in this match if they go A or B, it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, so, you want to execute B site in the first round with Yoru. So, what should you do? Basically, at the start, we should start our round right here. Jump spotting the enemies here, being ready for an early aggression from the enemy chamber and jet. Jump spotting this angle. Your main job in the first round, and generally in 90% of the rounds that you play towards the B site, is to get onto this position, and from this position to fight together with your teammates left and right, based on information that you have at that moment of time. So basically in the first round, because we don't want to risk it too much, you can simply send the teleport towards the left side. We don't need... Sorry, towards the left side. We don't need to use any type of a flash, nothing. Just make sure that you hit your teleport once it is here. From this position, we're jiggle peeking enemies left, right, and then we can use the second teleport and a flash to maybe go for some outplay, or to simply peek enemies together with our teammates and fight them together. Your main job, when you're pushing the B set of Abyss, is to clear this area of the map completely for your team, and then fight together with your teammates. You don't need to do anything more than that. After that, we just play with our most aggressive teammates that have the highest chances of dying at that moment of time. Now let's see what our friend is gonna do.
I'm gonna send the TP here. The flash.
Very good. He was actually smart. Smart boy.
Cutting through.
This was pretty dangerous. You know, like what I don't like immediately in your gameplay is that you're not respecting the enemy's team composition and your own team composition as well. Like, you know, enemies have a jet, they have a chamber. Both of these, you know, agents, enemies, like to play a bit more aggressive. Especially, you know, if I see that the enemy team doesn't have a SOVA or any recon tool to reveal me, I'm probably gonna play a bit more aggro. So what I don't like is that you're pushing through this area of the map with a knife out, with a crosshair like this, and you're not even considering a possibility that an enemy can be on, you know, be peeking you from this position right now. Listen, here you had to jump spot a bit wider. Like, you need to jump spot a bit wider. Like, basically, when you're jump spotting the enemies, especially when you don't have a recon agent in your team, you're jump spotting enemies for the sake of getting the information. Like, what is this? Nothing. You just reveal the enemies there. Like, we had to do it a bit wider to see, you know, where is this enemy chamber, which off angle, common angle he is holding, where are the enemies in this area of the map, to bait their shots out as well, and to help our teammates. Because what you're, like, the mechanic the players are underusing the most, all the way up to Immortal 3, is jump spotting. Like, 99% of your time, 99% of the times, your teammates are just gonna swing like this. And then you ask yourself, how did I die? What? How did you die? You died because you're swinging an open area of the map where enemies can play 60 different off angles. You're not mentally and physically ready for any of these fights. It's a miracle. How are you alive if you survive this type of crap during your gameplay? Crap, It's not anymore, it's crap. Family friendly. Now, I really hope Jet doesn't die. Thankfully she didn't. Enemy chamber is bad. Also, this teleport is horrible. Like, basically, if you want to put a TP there, just put it like this, you know? Put it more towards the left side, so it can actually travel with a full speed. There. You know? You just need to curve it better. I don't know, how did you put it there? Like, you just send it? Oh yeah, this is never gonna reach the left position. You need to put the teleport towards this bench on the left side. The teleport cannot hit this wall. This teleport was terrible. Essentially, you're overexposed from the CT, from the tower. Horrible. And also, like, immediately, I can see that we're gonna have a problem with our controller. Like, the number one team is that you wanna micromanage in your ranked solo queue matches are your controllers. Like, they need to give you the smokes at the right moment of time. They need to give you the proper smokes as well. Like, I don't know how we don't have a single smoke, and we just killed the chamber. We're doing a fast 5-man push on B, and you're already teleported in. In the next round, we need to tell the Brimstone, can we get a bit faster smokes here, here, and here? When I say here and here, I'm just referring to the good default smokes. Okay, good play. Very good. Good second teleport, why not? We can do that.
Come someone with me, CT.
Yeah, one flank.
Let's go now.
Okay.
Can flash 3, 2, 1. Pop.
That flash was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. But you should have peeked with that flash. I mean, like, you know, if you already have the jet close to yourself, you know, like enemy jet is, your jet is here. KO is giving you a flash. Even if it is the worst flash ever, your jet is probably gonna peek. And you need to anticipate that jet is gonna peek. Because your jet is 99% of times in ranked solo queue gonna peek in this type of a position. You know, you should always expect in ranked solo queue that your teammates are just gonna fight. Fight. Like, basically, people are, you know, brainless in ranked solo queue. They're autopiloting 24/7. They don't think for a second, you know, what they should do. They see blood, they're like a Warwick, essentially. You know, they just smell blood, they wanna fight, and then they ask, like, you know, why am I stuck in Ascendant for the last, like, 5 years? So, here, your only job, when KO told you that he is gonna give you a flash, was to wait for the flash, flash pops, your jet peeks out, you peek 0.3 seconds after the jet, and take those kills together with her. And that's it. Don't swing too wide. You still want to reset yourself because you still have a flash and teleport to go for a second outplay. But we cannot bait our team as... Okay, listen. You didn't bait the jet, first of all. You wanted to use your own flash, and that's fine. But these type of things are the things that are going to prevent you from ranking up out of Ascendant and Immortal. This is a babysitting elo in Valorant. Babysitting elo. Like, the number one focus of yours in this elo hell should be your teammates. You're taking care of their little mentalities, small brains, feelings, you know? Like, you need to take care of every stupid... Okay, so basically that's how you need to play in these ranks. Like, basically, you know, here, you not peeking with a jet and refragging this guy and fighting with him can have a huge mental toll onto your jet, which is stupid, obviously, but whatever. And you cannot do this. Banned.
Yo, bro.
You see? Like, Jet was... If we didn't get these 2 kills, Jet was already shaky hands. Already full-on gorilla mode. Ready to open the microphone. So, especially how you play the first 4 rounds. Like, in the first 4 rounds, on both attack and defense, you need to have 6 million% focus. You need to follow the strategies and tactics to the core. All of the gameplay rules to the core. You don't have room for any mistakes. And especially if you're playing in Europe and Asia. In Europe and Asia, you lose a first round, second round. Third round. There's no coming back. 0-3. 0-3. 0-3. Your teammates are mentally full-on disability. Full-on disability. For the rest of the match.
Yo, bro.
The flash here was okay, you know, like how you used it, just there was no reason to use this flash. A much better idea was like to simply, you know, peek with a jet, peek with a KO, take these kills, reset yourself, and you still have a teleport and flash to go for a second re-aggression. So,
Bro, pick.
My bad, I will explain to you later.
Horkus is playing the game. Prof, relax, we'll see, man. Glatz Zenaf, thank you for the heart.
One enemy remaining.
That's flank, wait.
Okay.
You drop it.
Okay.
Ja, I put to pull out.
Sorry if I bring.
Wanted to
Let's listen to the Horkus. Just a second.
Ja, I pulled out my flash because I wanted to flash, but then when KO said he's gonna flash, I didn't have the time to pull out my gun and go with you. My bad.
You should have been ready for this. You should have been ready for this. I'm near 40 years old. I'm only diamond solo queue. Brother, I need to say one thing. Like when I was when I first started playing Valorant, and when I was younger as well, when I was coaching players that are like when I was coaching players like 5 years ago, let's say, for an example, I always thought like, nah, bro, like if you're above 30, nah, there is no way for you to get Radiant, for you to be, you know, close to high elo at the top. The more I'm coaching players, absolute shenanigans, I must admit. Like basically, right now I'm coaching one guy that is like 36, 37. The guy went from Silver 1 to Diamond 3 in just 2 months. 2 months. One girl that was like 46 or 45, a woman, basically. She is like platinum diamond or something as well. Like she went like 2-3 ranks up. Then like there is like one guy that is like 40 years old, 41. He reached Immortal 3. Like, I don't think that you know, you can do that in Counter-Strike, because CS2 is far more mechanical type of game. But in Valorant, I think that as long as you have good gameplay, as long as like Abu Faiz, no, it's not you, man, but also, yeah, also this guy as well, like in the chat, like Abu Faiz, I'm also doing coaching with him, the hungry beard, the old man gamer. He also went from Silver 2 to Diamond 1 in less than 2 months, and he's 36. So I think in Valorant, like, you know, age is not really a problem.
Bad, bro.
I was unlucky timing.
It's okay.
It's okay, guys. We got the
Sorry if I've
revenge.
been...
But you know what is the problem? The problem is when you win the first round in Valorant, on the attacker side, in Ascendant 3 lobby, and then in a second round, you stay with a Sheriff, Light Shield, and buy all of the abilities. And you don't get a better weapon to close out this round. Now listen, he doesn't need to, right now, Andres, you don't need to buy a Bulldog. You don't need to buy a Spectre, Stinger, whatever. But get Marshall at least. At least get Marshall. So in a long range, when I'm fighting enemies without a shield, I can just go for 5 body shots and delete 5 enemies with body shot. Because what can happen in this round? We go for an execute. Your teammates die like potatoes. Enemies get the guns from your teammates. Spectre, Stinger, Bulldog. You know, 2 Stinger, Spectre, Bulldog. And you're fighting with a Light Shield and a Sheriff. And also not to mention that enemies also have the same weapons, the same economy. Like, why did you win the first round if in the second round you're gonna be on the same level as the enemies? And have the same winning conditions and the same advantage, disadvantage. Why did I win the... Why did I win the first round? I could have lost it as well. It doesn't matter. The prefer is live VOD. I hate replay system VODs because then I can cheat with the minimap. Now in this round here, going A is fine. Just in this specific match, because of your team composition and enemy team composition, I think the smartest play was to go 3 times in a row onto the A site, together as 5, and then in a 4th round to do some kind of a fake and change the pattern a bit. Because right now what you're creating is, you know, this A, B, C, D, E, F, G pattern of pushing. You know, 1 round we go B, then 2nd round we go A. Then third round, if you go B, that would be horrible, obviously. And it's easier for the enemies to read you. Thankfully, you're playing, you know, in Ascendant and low Immortal Elo where nobody uses their brain ever. So probably enemies are not even going to try to counter you. But this is horrible. Also, like, you know, when I'm coaching players in ranked solo queue on Abyss, like, if you lose the first round, where do you play the second round? On A site. And you expect the enemies push on A. So right now, I would probably be stacking the A site with 3 or 4 players there. And only 1 or 2 players towards the B site and mid. So you're literally following the rules that I'm teaching you to counter on a defender side. So whatever. Okay, let's go A. Did he say he wanna go B?
He's gonna flash. I didn't have the time to pull out my gun and go with you. My bad, bro.
That was unlucky timing.
It's okay. It's okay.
The guy is a very good dude, man. He is explaining to random NPC Jet why he didn't have time to peek with her. It was your mistake, obviously, but I can respect this.
Yeah, guys, we got the
Sorry if I'm
revenge.
being mad.
But instead of giving this explanation, you should be telling your teammates where to go and what to do, and you should get some better weapon. Okay.
Nice close.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like, if you're already using this close knife, why do you need a flash? You know, at least wait for the knife to hit, and then use your flash. Why are we wasting one piece of utility that can be very useful for us in this specific round? And also, please, like, you know, since you're already so communicative, you know, like, tell this guy, this mentally dented person, to play with you in the second anti-eco round.
Too close.
Fuck. Close right. Close left. Close
3 there. 3.
Now listen, like, how fast you execute the bomb sites completely depends to what your teammates are doing and how fast they're going. If you already see
Too close.
Fuck.
that your jet is running it down like this,
Close right.
already behind this cover, you're sending the teleport towards the site, and you're ready to go out.
Close left. Close.
Like here, basically, when the jet was crossing the choke point, instead of you peeking this angle, you're sending the teleport, and you're trying to scale up with your jet as soon as possible. And maybe sending the fake out towards the right side, sending the flash at the back side, teleporting, moving in with the jet. You don't want to take this type of a fight with a stinger. You don't want to take this type of a fight with a stinger as well. And also, I need to point out, like, why did you push this aim and area of the map like this? No, so sorry. It was like this. Like this, what my dude did. Sorry, I turned into XUC for a second. Like, just you did a flash, gun out, clear the angles.
3 there. 3 there.
You're alone.
This is also your mistake. Du bist Deutscher, ich Pol, aber spreche Deutsch. Ja, ich spreche Deutsch. Ausländer. Okay, so this is once again your mistake. Like, you need to adapt to your teammates. You just need to adapt to your teammates. Random solo queue teammates. How fast they're playing, what they're doing, depends what you should do. Like, if your jet is
Close right.
sending it like this,
3 there.
what are we doing in the aim and area of the map? We need to support that mother effer. Clone right. No, teleport front. Clone right. Flash left. TP out. And we are trying to connect with Microsoft Teams before he dies.
careful. Yeah.
I know, we don't have any smokes. We don't have any other support from our teammates. But if that Jet dies, only God knows how this round is gonna go.
You're alone, you're alone.
And also, I don't understand this teleport that you did here. F this teleport. F this TP, brother. You know, even with close range weapons, like, this is way too risky. Like, you're playing an anti-eco round. Yes, I know how you have a Spectre, you have a Sheriff, but right now you should have just done a default, you know, TP setup. What is your default TP setup? Sending the teleport into this corner, right here, sending the flash for the backside, or you can bounce it here.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And now from this position, you're engaging the enemies. Bop, 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 or you're going above and doing this. Bop, bop, bop. Why are you risking it so much in this round? Yo, I'm a manual count. I read it, manual count. Sorry, manual. Emmanuel.
Can you hold heaven for me? There's one heaven.
Okay, I love that you have these, you know, safe teleports towards the main areas of the map. That's good. But now, you know, what's the problem in this round? What's the problem in this round? The problem is, you always want to play with your most aggressive teammates that have the highest chance of dying. Always. So here, like, okay, we can support our Brimstone while he's planting the spike. I can send the teleport. But this whole time, I need to play here. Because my KO is looking very aggressively, like a Terminator, towards the CT area of the map. And he is my most aggressive teammate that has the higher chance of dying and making some kind of a mistake. And getting the first contact with the enemies. So Brimstone plants the spike. My instant focus is this. I'm gonna let the KO go through the smoke. He peeks first, I peek second, refrag the KO or save his life and fight with him and end up in a 4v2, 4v1 and close out this round in the most painless way possible.
Heaven for me. There's one heaven.
This was also a pretty tragic round, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the KO did a Molotov in the smoke and then... I hate these type of players. Like, I just don't know, like, when, at which point Valorant players, like, start understanding that these type of players are bad. Like, for how many guides, how many VODs, how many games you need to play to understand that this is a bad play? Brother, you're 4v3 against enemies that have pistols. Nothing. We don't need the CT area of the map on the A side of Abyss. We have a trip for the flank as well. Which is really bad trip, I'm not gonna... This is horrible. Like, basically, this trip should be here. Essentially. Like a tri-lane trip, but okay. What is this KO doing, man? Like...
Out, backside.
And both of them die. But this is why, when you end up on the bomb site, in a post plant, when you end up in any post plant, what is your main focus? What is the first thing that you should check? The first thing you should check is the minimap. And you ask yourself, where are my teammates? Who in my team has the highest chances of dying and being a bit more aggressive? And who should I play with at that moment of time? Right now, all you have to do is play close to Brimstone and be ready to play with your KO as soon as he does anything mildly aggressive.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yo, Guver, 3K, well, man. Do you think Yoru will get more nerfs after VCT kickoff? Maybe. Yoru is definitely, you know, on a chopping block. Meta we'll see, man.
Out, backside, backside.
1 HP clove.
Last player standing.
Backside.
Listen, man. Like, same as with the Jet. Same as with any other agent in Valorant. If you already have some abilities that you can use, like, to F up the enemies, to make some advantage, to disorient them, anything, use them. Okay, Chamber here is holding your back, holding the tower. You are right now engaging minimum 2 enemies in the CT area of the map. You hear the footsteps, you know the Clovin's in the smoke. Use the fake out. Maybe that's gonna be enough to distract the enemies a bit. Maybe enemies are gonna think that both of you guys are in the CT, which is gonna give Chamber a chance to potentially kill a guy on the tower. Maybe, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we will never know because you don't use your utility. But the main mistake here is like just not playing with the right guy during the postplant, and that's it. And of course the KO was an absolute fucking imbecile. I'm not gonna lie.
1 HP clove.
Last player standing.
If Chamber didn't clutch this round, holy shit, man! Like I can already like this is the voice comms. This is the voice comms in the round number 3. Instantly. Insta. Enemy jet. Not holding back. I mean our jet not holding back. Not holding back at all. Okay. Fun round. Pretty terrible round, but fun round. Okay, now in round number 3, you should already kind of know, like, you know, what's happening in this match. And what you should do in this game. Like, so, Chamber is the B player. You know, enemy Chamber is the B player. We should expect his trips somewhere here, and he's probably gonna play a bit more aggressively. We know that enemy Clove is somewhere around the mid area of the map. She needs to smoke both A site and B site. We know that enemy Reyna and Jet are probably gonna play more around the A site, and we know that Sova is probably gonna play more around the mid. So with that information, you know, we already kind of know what to expect in both mid, A main, and B main area of the map, and you know, we should be ready for every utility, every aggressive play, every crap that enemies can do to F us up. Now, in this third bonus round, because of how bad the enemy team composition is, it really doesn't matter if you go A or B. We can just do a 5-man push B, 5-man push A. It's totally fine. But we need to tell our Chamber to stop watching Horkus and to start playing like a normal human being. You know, because he's not rank 1.
It's gonna pick again.
Personally, I think that, I don't know, like, unless the operator is holding this angle, I don't see why would we waste a knife and a flash to push one enemy back. Wait for the knife first. If the knife gets destroyed, or it tags an enemy, then use a flash. Because if the knife doesn't tag anybody, or anyone, why would I waste my flash for this? When I can, you know, we can just use a knife here, we can jump spot this angle, and we get information like this. Because flash, you know, flashes and teleports are your bread and butter when you're playing Yoru. How else are we gonna take the favorable fights and F up the enemies? You know? Okay. Don't waste it like this. There's really no reason.
Should we fake this? Should we go back?
Also, please, like, always clear this angle on the right. Always. Maybe this Jet was actually playing in that angle. Maybe you tagged the jet that is on the right angle. I don't know, you don't know, we don't know. Check it. Enemies have timing to always sneak into that corner.
Yeah, we could, you could.
This, a terrible play. But you see on the minimap.
Take this. We go back.
Yeah, we could.
You see on the minimap that enemy jet is close. You see on the minimap that enemy jet is in the smoke right now. As an Ascendant 3 Immortal 1 player, you should be aware enough that this smoke probably blocked your vision, vision of your flash, and that the jet is sitting in the smoke and waiting for you. If I want to engage this enemy jet in the smoke, the only thing I can do is like send a clone through the smoke and then go through the smoke, and that's it. But what's terrible here is that you used 2 flashes just to take the aim and control. What are we doing? Now you have 0 flashes for your executes. Most of the times on Abyss, but you don't need any flashes, any utility to take A main and B main. Because very rarely enemies are going to be fighting too aggressively for these 2 areas of the map. So they simply cannot fight that aggressively. KO knife, more than enough. 1 KO flash, more than enough. Yoru clone, more than enough. But 2 flashes. Just to like take this space. And so slow as well. What are we doing? Andres Logan is in the chat. Just a second. I've had so many games where my team has died because of someone peeking close. That's why I keep using a flash there. Just be ready for a fight. It is better. Just be ready for that fight and play with your teammates. Make sure that with your positioning, with your crosshair placement, you can be ready for every fight. Because anyways, when you use your flashes like this, they don't do that much. It's not like you use the Omen Paranoia to, clear all of these angles and push enemies completely back. You put a Yoru flash above me, it's gonna flash me for like what, 1 second? I can turn around as well and dodge it. It's just a waste of 2 flashes. Completely. Like, here, what we can do is like, okay, we know that enemies cannot have the operator. It's way too early on in a match for them to have the operator. Your teammates want to pick this with a KO knife. Get up here, be ready to pre-fire this angle, and enemies in this position. Scale up like this, check this corner, jump spot the enemies here. Aha, jet is close to me. Now let's kill that mother effer if, he's somewhere here. Aha, nobody is close. Okay, let me just get ready for some of my executes. My teammates want to move in. Okay, let's move in. Supporting my teammates with the flashes through the smoke. Supporting myself with the flash at the backside. The flash should end up here, flashing this guy, this guy. We need those flashes for the execute. And also, like, here, if you had a shorty, let's say for an example, in this bonus round, I can respect you trying to get a kill with a shorty through this smoke. That would be fine. Like, in these bonus rounds, eco rounds, halberd rounds, you can risk it a bit more. It's okay, If you wanted to go here, with maybe a flash, okay, flash gets blocked, you do a clone, and now you do this. It's okay. I can respect it. In a bonus round. We need to be aware of this. I can kind of tell that your map awareness is not that good. Because all of this info that I'm speaking about right now is the minimap information. And all of that info you needed to have while you were doing all of this. Like, okay, here for an example. What are you doing right now? Okay, you spam this. You're reloading the weapon. I'm looking at the minimap, looking at the minimap, looking at the minimap. Now on the minimap, while I'm reloading, Because I cannot shoot with my weapon anyways. I see that enemy jet is here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? I'm going for this flash. I'm briefly checking the minimap to see where can I expect the jet. Fuck, there is a smoke. The smoke probably blocked the flash. Enemies in the smoke. Maybe. I cannot push this in any way. I can maybe spam the smoke and try to get a kill. Or I can just reset the round, cut the noise for 20-30 seconds, and then do another execute. Or we can just rotate slowly towards the B set and that's it. Okay. Horrible round.
I think
So just chill out on B.
Listen. When you're faking the bomb sites, your controller needs to do at least one smoke on the site that we are faking. It's okay that you are the one faking the site as a Yoru player. Because obviously you play Yoru and you have a teleport for the opposite part of the map. But if you're already playing Yoru, then what's a really good idea is having 3 people to fake the execute. You know, right now, you, KO, and Chamber can fake the A push. While the spike is with the Jet and Brimstone on the B side. Brimstone gives you one smoke for the tower. KO does all of his abilities, everything, knife, flash, everything, onto the A site. You just do a clone, nothing else, just a clone and show the presence. And on the timing, on the contact, on some information that you gather, you TP back and we go on B. Now let's see how this is gonna go, because I don't think it's gonna go that well. I don't have any high hopes here. Also, I think that you send this teleport a bit... Yeah. Why do you send the teleport on B so early? Now you're not gonna have it for a long period of time. Like, I mean, basically, if I'm faking a A-side push and I wanna go B, I'm gonna send this teleport on maybe like 5 seconds. You know? 5 maximum. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 seconds. And now, like, we have more, you know, bigger timer to fake the execute to, you know, do something.
yeah, we were.
I don't think I don't think you're gonna have enough time to fake the site effectively and TP back to help you know, to assist your teammates on B. You think MMR and teammates you get will affect March the Grind to Immortal 3 from Diamond 2? Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Like, basically, MMR in Valorant is really effed up. I'm not gonna lie. And it's getting worse and worse every act. Like, I would say that 50% of players that I'm coaching are progressing slower and slower only because of how much the MMR and rank rating is inflated in Valorant. Like, I have some Diamond and Ascendant players that are getting like plus 10 for a win in Diamond and Ascendant. Brother, they're not rank 1. You know. So
Nico, shot.
He's stressing his aim.
Just, I think, put your flash and destroy the arrow.
I'll try to destroy it.
when you cut noise, should stomp as leaving? When you cut noise, should stomp as leaving? I don't understand.
So just chill out on B.
I don't know. Just check a text channel called Book a Session. I think everything is explained there. Everything. The Horcus games. Horcus is also like a sneaky little, sneaky little motherfucker, like all of these people do a queuing to Radiant and rank 1 are like, I don't like that at all. I respect the grind. The guy's playing 300 hours of Valorant every month. I mean, every 2 months. He is a really good player. But I really hate that Valorant allows, Radiant players to play with anyone that is not Radiant. I think once we reach Immortal 1, solo queue only. Show me how good of a player you are. You know, show me that you are actually that guy, that you're him. Lose your mental health a bit. You know? 23, like 99.9% of the games that I played are solo queue games in Valorant. 99.9%. 23 times I got Radiant. My sanity is on the edge.
Nice. Go on.
As I already mentioned, I don't think that this was enough. This was not a fake. First of all, what your teammates did on the B main and B site is horrible. Horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. Like, we didn't even get a contact with the enemies in A main. And then they pushed B and got a kill. They actually got a kill on mid. Like, where did they get a kill? On this chamber. No, they got a kill in B main. So basically, you know, if I'm faking A site, we cannot cross this line right here until my teammates on A actually do something. I cannot show myself to the enemies. Like 3 of us, we need to hold this line and wait to see what enemies are gonna do. Then you had to teleport early because you dropped your teleport at 20 seconds of a preparation phase. I mean, this was nothing basically. Like, you just sent a clone, sent one flash, took one gunfight, but what type of fake is this? You know? But, okay. You know, because your team has got a kill now on B main, we can just TP, go B, and that's it. But this was not a fake. This was like default, and we just got a kill on B, and we go B. This is not a fake. This is not how the fake looks like. It is two sides pushed together, yeah, basically. You should make an optional replay VOD with a game VOD so you can check timings like this. Yeah, we can do that as well. I think it is stupid that you can 5-stack your way to Radiant with Iron Smurfs to lower ranks. That's also a problem, like, it is a problem for players that never got Radiant before. Because those accounts are taking the place for the actual players that, you know, want to go from Immortal 3 to Radiant. Like, right now, in Valorant, reaching Radiant is equally hard in terms of the skill as it was like 4 years ago. But the problem is, like, all of these other crap, bullshit, that happened in the last 4 years. Bin traders, toxic community is horrible, like, basically. Then 5-stack into Radiant, boosted accounts, MMR, rank rating inflation, like, all of these things are just making it, like, 20 times harder. Which is just a waste of time, to be honest.
Nice. Go on.
Can we go 5B, everyone?
Yep.
Care him and he could be.
Yep.
Okay.
Care him and he could be.
Once again, we, like, end up in a post plant, we look at the minimap, and we ask ourselves, like, who in our team has the higher chance of dying and who should we play with? Our Jet looks a bit angry, and our Jet looks like she's gonna fight right now. So what we need to do, we need to fight with our Jet and be ready to play with her.
Heaven, one heaven.
Hello then.
One library.
I have one flash, okay?
So right now, instead of you playing in this position, you should have repositioned towards the backside, so you can fight every fight that your Jet and Chamber take. What the hell? I played a little Valorant last night after months, and you're already on my page. LOL. To be honest, like, I'm surprised I'm on anyone's page, considering this is my first stream ever. Thank you for joining my first stream. Once again here. You cannot bait this much. I love that you're not congrats, bro. Like so basically here we need to fight. Your chamber is fighting, your jet is fighting. We need to play a refray game. We need to play a refray game. We need to swing out and decide who we want to fight right now. Do we want to fight this Reyna or this Clove on the left side? And also, you know what is okay? What is okay in this type of a situation? It is totally fine to flash enemies and your teammates if you are gonna be the one taking the free kills. If your teammates are gonna stay alive, enemies are gonna be dead, and you're gonna stay alive as well. So here it is totally fine if you blind the shit out of your jet to take these 2 kills. Or maybe 3 kills. I don't know if there's anyone else here. Totally fine. After I kill one guy, if I don't have time to kill more than 1 or 2, we can just TP back onto the tower, play a regular post plant, and that's it. But the worst thing that can happen right now is you're waiting here to see what your chamber and jet are gonna do. They die, you don't swing out, and from a 5v4 we end up in a 3v4. Like already here, you should have swung out and get the kills on the Clove and Reyna. Or any of them. Here as well, like, what are you waiting for, bro?
Drop.
How do we end up from a 5v4 to 3v3? Enemies are wide open. Like, they have 0 cover. Sova is on top, Reyna is in front of you. But you can probably sneak in some kind of a flash that can flash both, you know, like, both Sova and Reyna. We can maybe do something like this through the smoke. Be creative. But this is where Yoru shines as an agent. Pop flash into the smokes and just getting the freest of the freest free kills. Of the freest kills. Free kills. Free kills. 339. You know, this was way too late. Way too late. And also the flash was a bit bad considering, you know, you need to consider where are the enemies and where they can be at that moment of time. I mean, you already know that Reyna is here. You know that Sova is above. You know, flashing out like this would have been the best option. And you can do it through that smoke quite easily, let's be honest. But you were so late for this. Like, so late. You had so much distraction. Like, you know, Jet fighting the enemies. Chamber fighting the enemies. Like, you could have obliterated this Clove and Reyna ages ago. Why are we not fighting with our teammates? And helping them out? What are we waiting for? Timothy! Well, see, man. Reyna is bottom. Okay. People think he win traded. It looks kind of weird. Muda is rank 1. Didn't he stop when he was number 3? I really don't know, like, you know, all of these rank 1 grinds, like, from Muda and Horkus are... I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. Like, I don't want to give comments, like... But, at the end of the day, guys, does it even matter? You know? Does it even matter? To be honest. Like, yeah, they're Radiant players. Like, does it even matter? Listen, when it comes to, like, these type of rounds, it is totally fine if you flash both enemies and your teammates for the sake of getting the kills. If the result of these type of fights is going to be positive, meaning that your teammates are basically alive, enemies are 1 or 2 enemies are dead, and that's it. Don't be scared of doing that. Thankfully, we won another round. Like, I don't know how we are winning these rounds, to be honest.
Plant the bomb. Bees shoot a free side. I can just TP here.
Please tell the Horcus in your team to play with a team when enemies are playing an eco round on a defender's side. If that is possible. Like, I don't understand, like, you lurk every round. Like, lurking is a tactic to surprise the enemies somehow. You know? Like, that's a tactic. That's a strategy. It cannot be a playstyle, you know? Like, you cannot be like, oh, my playstyle is to lurk and flank every round. And to play alone. But yeah, you know, if I'm mentally disabled, and I lost every single brain cell, maybe I'm gonna be surprised by your solo play. But if you showcase to enemies that every round you love to play alone through mid, through aim and B, at some, hey, you're not playing in bronze, man. You know? What the fuck is this guy doing here? And also, I don't know what KO is doing. I mean, Horcus also plays with team. He is the first to end. No, I'm just saying Horcus because he's playing Chamber. Horcus plays with a team. But these solo plays, like, you do them 5 to 10% of times during your match. You know? Like, if you play 12 rounds on the attacker side, there is maybe 1 or 2 rounds where those rounds are perfect for a solo play. 1 or 2 rounds. There is no way that 10 out of 12 rounds on the attacker side, it is perfect for you to do some solo play. There's just no way.
Out of my way.
KO, brother. We need you on B. We're doing a 5-man push on B. Also, you need to boost your microphone a bit and sound a bit more like serious when you're giving the callouts, and repeat your callouts a few times. Like, you need to understand that you're playing with a very specific breed of players in Europe, in Ascendant and Low Immortal. You know, like you give them info, it travels through them until you repeat it 10 or 20 times. Like here, hey guys, let's go B. KO, no, A site is not B site, let's go B. Chamber, mid is not B side, let's go B. Let's try a 5-man push on B. I'm gonna suck all of your... Please go B this round. Even if you're not gay.
I can just TP here. Ready to go?
Good TP. Good TP, just... The problem of the teleport that you're doing is you kind of need to sync your teleport and your execute with how fast your teammates are gonna go. You know, you cannot do this teleport if your teammates are not ready to go out, and if your teammates, if you don't have the smokes for yourself. That's why you usually want to drop this teleport, you know, from the main area of the map, once you realize how fast or how slow your teammates are gonna go. And once, because, you know, whenever you're doing this type of teleports that you need to hit based on timing, the teleports that are not dropped into some kind of a corner or position, you need to be very, very good with the timing when you use them. You know, that's why you usually want to drop them from the main areas of the maps before you go for an execute. You know, I cannot drop this teleport from here like this. I don't know if I'm gonna go in. I don't know, like, when I'm gonna execute the B site. Okay, let's ground spot this angle. Let's wait to see what my teammates are gonna do. Aha, smokes are dropping down. Okay, let's go. Let's send it, you know?
There's one side.
Here, if you don't use a flash for enemies that we know that are at the backside, that would be horrible.
Prepare.
Map awareness 0 points. You also heard that teleport. You heard the teleport towards the right side.
Shot.
There's one side one.
I mean, you should have been ready for this fight.
Prepare.
Information gathering for you is horrible. Like, horrible. Like, basically, there's so many things that you should be aware of as an Ascendant 3, Immortal 1 player, and that awareness is so low.
Yoru, come.
4v3.
Once again, I'm in a postman, 4v3. I look at the minimap. Ah, my KO is playing passively. My Brimstone is planting the spike. I don't need to play with them. I need to play with my mother Jet. You know? Jet. Because she is going for an aggressive play that can lose me this round.
Wait, I'm late.
I'm playing flank.
One picking it.
You want a flash?
Here, flash.
West KO faking A though. I don't want to ask.
Flash.
To be honest,
One
like,
picking it.
You want a flash?
Here, flash.
I don't know how good was the flash. That's the problem. Like, I don't know if this flash actually went out of the smoke. Like, that... This is where the replay system is not bad, to be honest. Like, I just don't know, like, if this flash even went out of the smoke. Because this Reyna... Nothing. Like, she's just staring at us right now. We got flash more than Reyna. So, I think the flash was here the problem, like, to be completely honest. It's okay, you know, it's okay that you went for this aggressive play, like, we needed to go for this, because our Jet wanna play aggressively. It's okay that you wanted to use a flash, but that was a criminal pop flash, overall. Basically, like, you know, especially when you're doing the flashes from the walls, do them a bit wider, it's okay. It's okay if it is not a full, you know, pop flash. Like, so that you don't, you know, curve it in a wrong direction, and so that you don't end up in situations like this. Like, I want to flash the enemies here, like, just from the furthest edge, like, just do this and fuck it. Even if the enemies turn around, now who cares? Anyways, we're peeking, you know, together with a flash. Like, they cannot just turn around and turn back and be ready for every fight and for a double peek. Fuck it, you know. I don't know how, like, Reyna didn't get blinded there. Oh, we lost the round. That's the stinker.
Can you knife close again?
Thanks.
I'm gonna TP flash for main. I'll catch him.
Listen, if you're already TP flashing in the main, why are we using a knife? I mean, if you do the knife right now, there is a huge chance that enemies might just go back if they get knifed. Isn't it better right now that your whole team is silent, you send a teleport towards the main, flash TP, and kill an enemy, and surprise him? Because every round when we went A, we did a knife. And every round when we did a knife, enemies went back. And they play more passively. So I don't know, let's see how this goes. Like, it's a good play. It's a good play that he wants to do because, yes, every round enemies were aggressive in the aim and area of the map. Someone was peeking in this corner and getting the information. But I think that this knife might push enemies back. Okay, nice try.
Backside jet. Can you one way here?
Nice try.
Ready? Smoke it.
And even if you're going for this type of a play, like maybe you could have waited for the knife, you know, before you use the flash. When you saw that nobody's here. Okay? F it. You don't need to go for the play. You know, the knife here
Catch him.
revealed nobody. Okay? So no one is in the aim and area of the map. Fuck it. I wasted one teleport, no problem. I can live without one teleport. But in this round, because I have a stinger on the attacker side of Abyss, I really need two flashes to close the gap with the enemies. Okay play. Okay play.
One back.
Backside jet. Can you one way here?
Ready? Okay.
Why is Chamber ego channeling mid and dying every round? I don't know, man. Like basically, you know, these type of teammates you need to correct and control on the attacker side. You know, like in eco rounds, hull by rounds, and bonus rounds. Okay, you can let your teammates like this to do something alone and maybe, you know, peek alone, play alone, and to pick some solo timings. But like in the full by rounds, I mean, if those teammates are always dying alone and they're never really giving us any advantage, I don't see a reason, like, you know, why you wouldn't suggest your teammates to play with a team.
You one way here?
Ready? Okay. He's picking out bridge. He's picking out.
I'm flashing backside soon. Flashing backside.
One close right, close right, close right.
Down A. Last
Okay. Okay.
player standing.
One back.
Literally, there's absolutely nothing better you could have done in this eco round, like, except to tell our chamber brother, can we play together? Also, you could have sent your teleport much earlier. Like, basically, when you were jiggle peeking this angle, you know, if you know that you're gonna send it, if you know that you're just gonna go in, now already when you were here, you should have done this. Already. Now we're going out, you know, do this, kill this guy, kill this guy, kill this guy, get up here, get above the enemies, fight with your teammates, that's it. So just the execute could have been faster, but other than that, I mean,
He's picking out bridge. He's picking out.
I'm flashing backside soon.
nothing better.
It's okay, we can just...
What do you want me to smoke? Oh, here.
No need to smoke.
Now this is a very, you know, very common trap in which a lot of the players in ranked solo queue fall into. Like, your 5-man execute doesn't work like one time or 2 times, for an example. And you instantly decide, we're not gonna go 5-man A and B anymore. It's not working for us. Brother, 2 rounds that you've lost during a 5-man execute were the 2 eco rounds. You're not even supposed to win these rounds. You know? Then 1 round you lost in a post plant. You took a side control. But we went for a monkey, you know, aggression in the CT. Reyna somehow dodged their flash, and we lost the round. Like, if you're ending up on the bomb sites most of the time during your executes, like in this match, they ended up on a site 5 out of 6 times during a 5-man execute, with either numbers advantage or equal numbers. There is no reason to split, lurk, or even touch the mid area of the map. Why would I complicate this match? All we need to do is figure out a better way to play the post plans, which is 10 times easier, rather than now, like, you know, now I'm going through mid in this 7th round of a match. I have no idea what's happening on mid. We have absolutely zero idea if enemies are gonna push behind us, if how aggressively enemies are gonna play on mid, are they gonna push behind the library? We have zero recon tools to reveal enemies as well. This is a 50-50 gamble based on nothing.
Just molly.
I mean, Chambers has skins.
Molly.
Listen, man, like, when you're playing Yoru, and you see that one enemy is stuck top mid, right here, you can immediately go for some aggressive play, to be honest, even in these full buy rounds. I mean, why not? Like, if an enemy is here and here, you can send a teleport here, and on timing, just drop a flash towards that guy, TP, try to fuck him up. Also, if a guy is in the B-main, he doesn't hear, he doesn't see this teleport, you know, wait for the TP to be there, drop a pop flash, teleport, get that guy out of the server, take more space, that's it.
Wait, I'm on.
Or we can just kill a clove that is reloading a weapon and then...
Hold on. Wait, can we go in? Can we go in?
Yeah, let's regroup A.
and rotating.
There's a gap in this box.
Yo, play safe. Play the 4v3. K is 1 HP.
Good info.
Yeah, let's play.
But listen here. No matter what type of info or strategy you want to execute in ranked solo queue, never tunnel vision on your own callouts. Like, still pay attention on the minimap. Pay attention to what your teammates are doing. Because 50% of the times, your teammates are not going to listen to your callout.
Play trades.
I'm gonna play main.
Yo,
You
Alex!
don't have
Just one
flame.
No problem, man.
Yeah, watch flank.
What is tunnel vision? Tunnel vision is when you're in the tunnel and you only are focused on ending of the tunnel.
I have full utility.
Yeah, mine. I mean, I've got my ult. No one's
So,
running.
I think they will know we're here.
Respect for the chamber name. Absolute
Arena
respect.
and Sova.
One guy is called Microsoft Teams, the other is called VTech. Okay.
Flashing on top.
Okay, flash.
One enemy
No,
remaining.
wait, break.
Nothing.
Backside,
Right.
backside.
That's two. I'm reloading. We're both 1 HP. I
So-
have a clone.
Let me pick. You guys stay on me. Pick.
Saving.
Okay. Solid run.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We can go A again. I have my ult.
I can buy for you.
You should make cancel your subscription easier. What do you mean? For what?
Chamber.
Can we come as 5?
Yeah.
We can just get side for free with my ult.
I cannot do that, Leo, because, you know, yeah, we're not good. We're not doing subs through like Discord. We're doing them through the stupid like Mi6. When Discord allows the subs like in Europe, then we can make it easier, and then you know,
And then play good.
there's nothing we can do.
Time to jump. I'll handle this.
Very good round. Once again, like whenever you have the Yoru's ultimate, always call for a 5-man push somewhere. There is absolutely no reason to do anything else. I mean, you literally have the you are a recon tool.
No one close. No one side. No one side.
Okay. No one see one.
You should have cleared this angle. It's a very common position. We need to clear it. Basically, like, you know, if you're pushing ASAP with your ultimate, I don't know why you wasted so much time during the ultimate to clear some of these angles. Like, basically, okay, I want to push ASAP with Yoru's ultimate, put a TP here, use the ultimate, you know, check this angle, get up here, check the backside, check this. I still have like at least 5 or 4 seconds to maybe aggress into the city, clear these angles, maybe end up here, and apply some pressure, catch the enemy's rotation, kill these guys, TP away, reset myself. I don't know why do you spend so much time, you know, here, jiggle peeking these angles. When should you split in a retake versus going through the same choke point? It just depends on the numbers. It just depends on the numbers, to be honest.
What? No one. No one close.
But here, I don't know why
No one side.
waste it. Like, always go from the top. You know, from the top, it's easier for you to clear everything.
Okay. No one see one.
What?
That was pretty lucky, to be honest. Like, that was pretty lucky.
I'm the
Listen, like, when you have Yoru's ultimate, clear every single angle where the enemies can be at that moment of time. And you always have to prioritize some efficient pathing where you can clear like every single position where the enemies can be at that moment of time. So for an example, you know, we can use the ultimate here, clear all of the angles on the left side. Check this, check this, check this, and then we can do whatever else you want to do. Also, what you can do is what a lot of Yoru players do, and a lot of professional players do, is we can take the main area of the map, send the teleport towards the enemies, you know, on the site, then use the ultimate, use the teleport, use a second teleport, and then you have more range to essentially get behind the enemies, to get behind some covers and corners, to surprise the enemies, cut off their rotations, and then TP back.
Group B, I'm go B, okay? We're gonna hold the guy pushing B.
Alright.
That's you.
If you're holding a guy that is pushing B, all you have to do is hold this angle. And that's it, like, you know, especially if you're playing against the Sova, like, you know, we need to dodge the Sova dart, Sova drone. We hold this position. Most of the times, you know, like, what players in ranked solo queue do is, like, they don't see anyone here, and they're gonna go for the orb. You're probably gonna get a free kill.
We got time.
Dave, yeah,
We can show.
of course.
Yeah,
And
one
the-
stop.
oh,
There's
there's
two.
There's
It's
three,
just
there's
up.
three.
Yeah, free B, yeah.
Can you
We
smoke
might
here?
have
Can you
pushed
smoke
A.
here?
I really hope we are gonna clear the angles like normal human beings.
Yeah.
Smoke on mark.
Oh my lord, bro.
Can you smoke
might
here?
have
Can you
pushed the
smoke
A.
here?
Yeah.
Smoke on mark.
You know, the problem here is, like, yes, you're using chamber as a drone, but you should never die. You know, based on timings and luck. And what if an enemy was peeking you right now from this angle, and you're not ready for that fight?
Cutting through.
That's a lot of footsteps. Nice try. Nice try. Well, listen.
We might have.
Whenever you call for, like, listen, in ranked solo queue, you generally want to avoid rotating as much as you can on the attacker's side. Like, the strategy that is always 10 times better, rather than doing these type of rotations, is cutting the noise for 20 to 30 seconds and reheating the same bomb site. The more you rotate
Have pushed A.
on the attacker's side, higher are the chances that your teammates are going to make some mistakes. That they are not going to be ready for every fight against the enemies. That they're going to spread apart way too much. That they're not going to use a proper utility for the opposite part of the map. Like, in these type of situations in ranked solo queue, it is 10 times better. Okay, we saw 3 enemies on B. We don't want to push B immediately. Fake the steps towards the mid and A. Cut the noise here for like 20 to 30 seconds, depending how much time you have, and wait to see if enemies are going to make some kind of a mistake. Most of the times, enemies are going to rotate back to their default positions. A lot of the times, one enemy is going to be curious. You know, he's going to be like, are they still beaming? He's going to peek you like an imbecile. You take a free kill. And in the worst case scenario, nothing happens, and we just do a normal 5-man execute with a numbers advantage, and that's it. And we don't risk dying based on luck, based on timing, based on any other bullshit.
We're gonna.
The thing, Horkus is a good player. Yes, I mean, brother, like the guy is playing Valorant 150 hours per month for the last 6 years, and he got Radiant every act. I mean, like,
He's pushing A. When she doesn't hear anything. Can we
Maybe not the, you know, a rank 1 caliber. You know, I think there's some rank demons and some pro players that are, you know, the true rank 1 players. But the guy is just fucking, you know, solo queue like machine. No, rank machine, not solo queue. Would you hit kiss Horkus?
Here.
someone go there?
24/7 gate chat, huh?
I think let's do like some kind of like a totem.
Right, 3, 2. He could be out.
I love rank solo queue, man. Like the jet says 3-2 and goes on a peak on 2. Isn't it like 3-2-1 peak? 3-2.
Okay,
Can you knife backside? That's a good
this
knife.
one's up.
For this type of play, you should always be ready. For this type of play, you should also
Can you knife
always be ready in aim and area of the map, because this is the play that you should also be doing on a defender side. You know, getting behind the smoke, going for a pop flash, peeking behind the smoke, taking the kills.
This one's up. Went out. Nice.
I'm gonna
Can we
come
show-
inside, come inside, come inside. Fast.
Alright.
Listen, on the attacker side, when you're defaulting, when you're faking, if we get a kill somewhere, anywhere, and you make numbers advantage, try to reset the round as best as you can. Or just try to regroup your teammates either B or A based on what your teammates are doing at that moment of time, and that's it. Now, as long as we fight together as 5, we can win this round. No lurking, no flanking, no nothing. In the worst case scenario, we're gonna be pushing against 2 enemies on the site. There is no way that there's like 3 enemies on A or 3 enemies on B. But we need to play a bit slower right now. Wait a bit. Chill a bit. Wait for chamber. Wait for KO. Or go back B. We cannot make any move right now. Oh, Arya. Thank you. What is going on, man?
What do you mean?
I want
I'm
to
gonna
go
smoke
inside the
side.
smoke so we kill him.
Oh yeah. Oh, inside the smoke. Oh, yeah, for the side.
Can we just wait for KO and Chamber to come and they can maybe do something? And if you already know that this guy is in the smoke, why don't you flash him? Why don't you push him with a clone? And why don't you push him in a way where he cannot expect you? Like, basically, even with the shorty, even with the shotguns, pushing this smoke from the left side makes absolutely no sense. Like, if I'm playing in this smoke, I'm mainly gonna focus myself on you popping through this smoke from the right. Why don't you go from the left? You know, maybe put a clone here, walk, and now, bam, bam. Double peek with a clone. What's the problem? If you already know that the guy's gonna be camping the smoke for the next like 5, 6, 7 seconds. Fucking 6, 7.
I want
I'm
to
gonna
go
smoke
inside the
side.
smoke so we kill him.
Oh yeah. Oh, inside the smoke. Oh yeah, for the side.
Only kill backside.
Standing.
Can I get mental damage?
That's 24. Let's make. Chopper's gonna big beef.
If I need one win for a rank up, should I take a performance enhancing drug to have the best chance of winning it? You know what you should do? You should behave towards that game like it is any other normal game. I don't know why people like always fumble, like especially for, let's say, brother, you know that game is not gonna make you a Valorant champion. You're not playing for $50,000 prize pool, $500,000. You're playing a rank up match from silver to gold. Relax.
I'll cut through.
Come try to molly here again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, I feel that in this match, you gave up way too early on the 5-man executes, you're way too predictable with your executes, positioning, and how you're engaging the enemies. Your like team play can be far better in terms of when you fight with your teammates and how you take the fights. And all three of these problems are making us lose 6 rounds. On the attacker side, where we should be winning maybe 10-0 or 8-2, for an example. Like, I don't know, why do you complicate your gameplay so much? Why do you waste so much utility in areas of the maps where you should not waste it? And you have 0 utility for fights where you should use it, essentially. And in 3 examples, you baited the shit out of your teammates. You let them fight for nothing. And then you don't win your fights after that.
Decoy.
So those are the 3 biggest problems for you
Back on.
right now.
Enemy spotted mid.
Chambers B, Chambers B.
Speed back here.
Got the spike.
Again, okay, very good job. We got a kill in mid. What do we do right now? Reset the round, either B or A. Right now the callout is, yes, Chamber teleported B. But also the callout is, KO Jet Brimstone, come B main, let's go B, because anyways our Chamber is already inside of the enemy's ass. And just reset the round. What are we still doing in the A main area of the map? What are we still doing on mid? After this kill, we made a numbers advantage, let's go somewhere. Reset the round.
Wait, Chambers going B, Chambers going B.
Okay, we actually did it. Good job. A bit too slow, but we did it.
That's one side.
Even here, it is okay. Let's commit. Let's go. Reyna and Chamber are defending B set alone. Ooh, against KO, Yoru, Brimstone, and Jet. Ooh, it is so hard pushing against Reyna and Chamber on B. Oh, what am I gonna do? Just go! Slowly get to the B main area of the map. There is no way that there's gonna be more than 2 enemies on the B site. Fuck them up. 4 versus 2. 2 flashes, 2 teleports, dash, smoke, 2 flashes from the KO, knife from the KO, 3 smokes, Molotov, steam beacon. Don't complicate your rounds.
Actually, fight mid for a bit.
Yeah.
Clove and Jet have to go top mid.
This is how you lose the rounds in Valorant. This is how you lose, like, this is exactly why you suck on the attacker side. You try to complicate things that should not be complicated. The more you simplify your gameplay by by primarily focusing on good team play, positioning, utility usage, good strategies, tactics, rules, tips, read onto the enemies. Why do we need mid right now? For what? We know that Clove is probably gonna be mid. We know that enemy Jet is either pushing the A main area of the map or on the A site. And we know that 2 enemies are B. And we know exactly where they are. We know that Chamber is somewhere here. And we know that Reyna is somewhere here. Woo! How are we gonna fight? Well, like, just simplify your gameplay. You should have died here. You should have died here.
What the fuck is happening? Okay, can we freeze for 20 seconds and we hit you?
Yeah.
Come everybody main. We have to go together at the same time. I'm low.
Good. But the problem here is, like, you know, the problem here is we should not be freezing right now. You know, like, because you already know that 2 enemies are playing B. You just killed 1 enemy on top mid. Like, why would this guy here and this guy here rotate onto the A site if they're feeling the pressure from the B link? And for the B-main as well.
I'll have knife.
Yell at these idiots a bit more. Brimstone come B. Jet come B. Jet come B main. Brimstone come B main. Jet come B main. Brimstone. You don't yell at them. Just be annoying. Because they don't listen. Otherwise. Jet come B main. Brimstone come B main.
Come close.
Gem come B. See, like you need to repeat. You need to give them info like 20 times before their micro brains pick it up. Because players are just way too tunnel visioned, way too like they're autopiloting too much. Like they cannot focus on holding the angles and listening to the voice comms.
I'm gonna send a TP flash backside. Actually, no, I'm gonna
Let's
send
both
a
library.
flash
30
here.
seconds left.
Cutting through.
Ready to go? Flash here.
Okay. Come on.
Go with that.
Library. It's library.
I have one flash.
Cap flank.
Yeah.
One could be flank.
Right now, you should have played from the B-main, to be honest. Like, you should have played from the B-main. One of the worst things that can happen to you during the postmans on B site is that your whole team gets stuck at the backside right here. It is so easy clearing this area of the map during the post plant. We need to spread that apart a bit more. You know, it's okay having like 2 players here if there's 3 of you guys alive. But all 3 of you guys playing here, while the enemies can kill you from this position, tower, above you, that's a suicide. In-game suicide. So, right now, go back, you know, maybe behind this box or just, you know, play here. Occasionally check the back. Play a bit more aggro. You know, maybe get behind this cover while your teammates are holding this, and you hold the main. We cannot get stuck at the backside.
10 seconds left.
And now we can do whatever we want to do, to be honest. Like, after that kill.
1 enemy remaining.
Now you can do, like,
I have one flash.
Sit.
whatever you want.
Just chill. Chill.
Top.
Just chill.
I'm coming to you.
Pick up jet.
Portal closed.
Last player standing.
Oh,
Ah.
Let's go fast.
Replay game is definitely not your thing, you know? Like, how you fight with your teammates and when you fight with your teammates is horrible. And that is the first thing that I would try to fix if I was you. Like, 4 or 5 different fights that you took with your teammates were all horrible. In terms of the timing when you peak, how you peak, when you peak, from which position you take a fight as well.
That's maybe.
Yeah, just hold for me as well. She's gonna.
I mean, that is the first thing that I mentioned during your tracker review as well. Like, your KST is only 70%, and my guy has like a 150 ADR and 1.1 KD. You need to be a magician to have a 70% KST with such stats. Literally a Houdini.
Okay, hold for me.
Dubs, buddies!
I'm ready.
My ult's ready.
There's one now.
He's low, 100.
Okay, good.
One backside, one.
Good.
Shot.
Good.
Let's back out.
Okay. This is a very common problem for a lot of the players when they're holding the smokes. Like, I don't understand why players like you're holding some kind of a smoke. Why do you place your crosshairs instead of the smoke? Why don't you place your crosshair onto most probable positions from which enemies can peek you from the smoke? Like, today I coached a guy. Like, basically, you need to fix this problem, like, with every single weapon. I'm not only talking about the you know, judge. In this example is whatever. Like, it really doesn't matter that much. But if, let's say, a tower is smoked off, why do you place your crosshair inside of the tower and inside of the smoke? Like your crosshair should always be placed on the exits. So you don't even need to flick. You can just micro correct a bit. Or maybe take an accurate shot immediately and catch the enemy's movement. Like here for an example. You also did this like during the post on the A side. In one of the rounds.
30 seconds left.
Like, tower is smoked. Here. Why do you place your crosshair here? Why? Like, you should be ready for the exits. And anyways, you're not going to be catching the... Like, you have a reaction time to catch an enemy immediately as he pops through the smoke. Yeah, right. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Or here. Like, this is smoked, you place your crosshair here. When Reyna can peek from left and right. Get onto right angle and just align these positions. What's the problem? Reyna peeks here, we see her. Reyna peeks here, we see her, we can fuck her up. Good round though. Good round though. Good ultimate. Okay. Overall, I think that on the attacker side, you should have won at least like, I don't know, 9 rounds. You know, especially the rounds where you complicated things too much. There was no reason to complicate it that much. Okay, now on Abyss, where Yoru truly shines is the defender side because of the fast rotations and his teleports. And on defense, like, hopefully we're gonna play a bit better. Now let's see what he does. Just a moment. Año por felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Okay, so, defender side of Abyss. B-side is your default side, number 1 priority. A-side, number 2 priority. Mid-area of the map, number 3 priority. Basically, the first round, you always gamble on B with a fast rotation teleport towards the A side. In second round, you play on the A side if enemies win the first round. If you win the first round, in the second round, you position around the B link and top mid. On this map, whenever you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go next, you can simply start top mid and play fast rotations. Or if you're playing Yoru, you can obviously gamble a bit more and use the fast rotation teleports to support your teammates. Now, in the first round, your TP setup is okay. You know, this teleport is good. This teleport is good if your teammates are gonna play aggressively and get this information for you. When it comes to team compositions, you know, the only thing that we need to be aware of is that enemies have Sova, so we cannot really play some, you know, off angles without breaking that utility, without breaking the drone, the recon dart, and we need to have a teammate to deal with that shit for us. Now, in the first round, if you're playing the B site, same as with any other agent, I would just recommend you to play some shorty strategy on the B site. So what you can do is the following. You can use this fast rotation teleport for the A site, drop the shorty instead of this position, and start with a ghost. With a ghost, play this off angle, enemy Sova is droning, dodge the drone, try to kill one enemy here, drop down. Enemy jet is probably gonna dash into you, or someone is gonna be here, bam bam, take a kill, try to maybe take one more kill, TP away, reset yourself, play the retake with your teammates. Done.
Yeah, a lot.
Now listen, if you teleport here, you don't wanna stay here. You wanna run. Like, if I teleported here, my teammates left at the backside, and I have a flash ability, I'm running as well. And I'm instantly trying to reposition at the backside, so that when enemies start moving in, I can pop flash the absolute living shit out of them, and get them out of the server. Good teleport. Smoke is shit though. I really don't understand like why people do this smoke here in Ascendant 3 instead of a one-way. What? Like why? But okay. Here. Go. Go, 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 go. Go at the backside. From the backside, like, play with KO, play with the jet. You can hold the pop flash. Hey guys, I'm gonna flash in 2 seconds. 1, 2, flash. Let's peek together. We do a flash, we peek, we kill the enemies. Wait, maybe I have like applause for you. Just a second. Ah, there is. You know, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, a lot.
Instead of that, you position in a one and done angle in the first round, and you're relying on your teammates to refrag you. Valorant. Riot Games. Yeah. Listen. Listen. What the fuck am I playing? Huh? What am I watching, bro? What am I watching? Huh? Precise gunplay, huh? Anna Donlon. Is that you? Is that fucking... You know when I would get that kill? Never. Literally never. Like, I would have been dead there immediately. Now listen, this smoke is also great for you when you play Yoru, because guess what? We can pop flash through this smoke, drop down, and kill all of the enemies. So yes, you can chill here a bit. Just when you're playing instead of this smoke, generally when you're playing instead of any smoke, you always want to position like in a spot that is least likely to be spammed. You know, most of the times if enemies are spamming this smoke, they're gonna spam this. Very rarely they're gonna spam, you know, the center of it. So you can just stand here instead of playing, you know, like this.
One minute.
Okay, we know that Reyna and Sova are in Amen. Oh, by the way, on the defender side, Abyss is a slow rotation map. That's something I didn't mention. It's a slow rotation map, but in the first four rounds, fast rotations. First contact between your team and enemy team, instant rotation. Round number 5, you ask yourself, what did the enemies do in the previous rounds? Do enemies have somebody that likes to flank and lurk and play alone? Are my teammates good? Can I trust them? Do I need to rotate immediately? So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't die. Let them have B. We don't need B.
Both mid, mid.
One enemy remaining.
Then
One was
more.
mid as well.
I'll flash him. He's stuck there. Pick.
One left standing.
I think that I don't know. I really don't like how you fight with your teammates. You know, you need to pay more attention. You know, how you position yourself based on where your teammates are positioned. Listen, you win the first round on a defender side of Abyss. First of all, you buy a heavy shield. Like that is the first thing that you buy. Unless you want to play the outlaw. So, we buy a heavy shield.
I don't care.
If we don't want to play the outlaw. And then we buy some weapon. We can buy a bulldog here. Heavy shield bulldog with one more teleport. More than enough. Heavy shield marshal with all of the utility. Fine. Light shield, outlaw, all of the abilities. Very good. Everything else, absolutely dog shit.
If there are 5 of them or 50.
How to pop flash from the window depends on the footsteps. You know, like basically, if you hear that some of the enemies are still there, I would usually go for a left flash and just drop down immediately onto the enemies by taking this cover, killing these guys, and then doing this. But very rarely, like almost never, I will go from the left side. Because I'm way too overexposed. I'm not, you know, if I don't know where are the enemies in this area of the map. If they never fake or lurk, you should keep fast rotating right. Yes.
Let's.
What positions are good for refragging? And that's the problem. That's the problem that we have during this VOD review, because every angle and every position in Valorant is different. You know? Like all of these fights that he have taken, he took them in a different areas of the maps. And in all of these areas of the maps, you fight in a different way.
Go.
That's that situational awareness that you develop as you do the VOD reviews. You know, like as you develop your game knowledge. But there's no way that my guy is playing the second round of Abyss with a regen shield and bulldog. This is a joke, bro. Enemies have a... What if enemies right now forced 5 sheriffs? You wanna die on any distance to the headshot of a sheriff. Also, this round you always start in the B-link. Always. Mid area of the map. You're defending mid and playing fast rotations. You can send your teleport, you know, towards the A site at the start of the round for a fast rotation. And maybe on A tower or backside, whatever. Like, it really doesn't matter for this round. And start the round in the B-link, defending the mid area of the map with your brimstone. And you're playing fast rotations left and right. And we need the mid control in this round. And in this round, we needed, like, if you needed to have the same teleport from the previous round. If you're starting on the B side and gambling on B side. Already now. Brother, when you should have teleported in this round? Now. I know. There's only Sova there. You need to teleport. You just need to teleport. There's a jet gun there. This is the only information we have. You just need to teleport and assist your KO. Like, I don't know what enemies are gonna do. You don't know that as well. This is the only info that we have, and that's it. You cannot play 9D chess if enemies are only 1D enemies. And I don't know how many Ds enemies have. Maybe they're all pussies.
Let's do A.
Jump spot. Thank you, Lord.
What's up? I think one's gonna be. That's 3 MA.
Portal closed.
I'm going. I think.
Somebody's mid. Nice shot.
Good kill.
Could be one more mid, shortly.
gonna send that to you on B.
Sova is always part of the team. Well, usually as well. Like, I mean, we can, you know, we can argue there as well.
Time to jump.
They have 2.5D. But here, for example, you know, because you didn't use a fast teleport and you didn't go A. Okay, now your team has smoked the aim and area of the map. We killed one enemy on mid. Enemy saw on mid that we are rotating A. Now it is okay for you to stay on mid with your chamber while your Brimstone and K are defending the A site. You know, we have a trip for B. Enemies cannot be B. 2 players defending mid with a fast rotation towards the A site. And 2 players defending A site. Perfect setup. We don't need to do anything
Somebody's mid.
in this anti-eco round.
Could be one more mid, shorty.
I'm gonna send that to you on B. Okay.
Time to jump. Out of charges.
I got me.
Shots on B, shots on.
I really don't understand, like, you know, why you don't use Marshal or Outlaw in this second anti-eco round on a map such as Abyss. The easiest kills you can take in any video game. Like, I don't think there's a video game where you can take easier kills than that, to be honest. Maybe in CS2 it's easier taking these anti-eco kills with some weapons, but... What's the problem with you playing a Marshal or Outlaw?
Yeah, this one.
And just being a body shot berry.
playing B.
Planting,
Playing B.
planting.
There's one backside.
Spike
This rotation was mega dangerous because an enemy could have been on the stairs behind you.
planted.
Thank you, Lord. My eyes were like this, bro. Like, literally, like this. Which angle you hold with Outlaw if you play from B-Link? Basically, you hold the stairs, and you just, after every, like, 3-4 seconds, you know, you check mid. Stairs, check mid, stairs, check mid. That's it. Or you can, with Yoru, you can also start top mid, and just, you know, hold the stairs, and occasionally peek mid. Or hold this, and occasionally peek this. Because even if the enemies push this area of the map, they need to always make a sound. If they want to drop here, or if they want to drop here. So you can just fully lock in the right side. And that's it. That's greasy, what's you, man?
Both side.
Awareness, 0 points again. Okay. Look at the KO knife. Enemies can literally be anywhere, bro. Like this knife is as big as my anal cavity, bro. After I take a big shit. They can literally be here, here, here. Like, why are you pulling out your flesh? Also,
Both.
hear me out, hear me out. If you're playing an anti-eco round, and you're in a huge numbers advantage, minimize your utility usage to the bare minimum, to only the necessary stuff. As long as we play together, and we take these fights together, we're gonna win this round. Easily. Clear the angles, one at a time, pick the enemies together with a Brimstone and KO, pay attention on your positioning and how you scale up. That's it. You don't need to use any flash, any teleport, it's fine. We win this. As long as we have the gun in our hands, we're ready for all of these fights here, 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 and on the left side, and that's it. This is probably the worst way how you can die when you have numbers advantage and you're playing a retake. Yo, third party Real, man. Feliz Navidad, brother. What's good? Okay. Oh, we lost this round.
One enemy remaining.
This is especially a very common mistake when players are playing complicated agents, such as Omen and Yoru, primarily. Like, basically, really no reason to go for any TP outplays for any crazy teleports, any paranoia, any flash. Clear the angles one at a time and limit your utility usage to only the most necessary scheiße. Now, so, in the first round, enemies went A. In the second round, they played some kind of a default towards the A set and mid. So in this third round, I have no idea where the enemies are gonna go. And what do? We start on mid again. Fuck it. Let's play fast rotations on B and A. Should he have went heaven with his team? No, no. Like basically, if you're playing retakes with 3 players, it is stupid to overstack one position with all 3 players. Like 2 players should always play together, while one guy should be taking the space somewhere else. You know, if you have 2 teammates going tower, you need to go from the CT. You can go slowly on your teammate's contact. If you have one teammate here, the worst thing that you can do is this. All 3 of you guys play alone. Sure, man. I'll do it. I don't know about this gamble, but okay. I mean, he's playing Yoru and he has a sheriff.
Joining A.
TP.
Come in.
What the hell did I just hear? You just heard enemy chamber placing a teleport.
There.
First of all, even if you saw 3 enemies being knifed, we cannot push this area of the map so carelessly because you only saw 3 enemies. So we need to, if you want to push beam in for this orb, you need to shift. Clear this angle. Clear the left angle. And then we can maybe pick up the orb. But now when you heard this trademark being placed down, I mean, like, I would silently back the fuck off, to be honest. And be ready for a peek from window
Come in.
if I was you.
It's not 2 man. You're just shooting.
I just couldn't look at this like you know. But okay. I don't know, like you heard the guy. You heard the trademark being placed. The guy didn't peek you from the beam in. What do you think he's gonna do? What do you think he's gonna do if he's placing a trademark there?
Okay.
But anyways, you know how this round should have been played off. Like how this round should have been played by him. Okay, you wanna pick up this orb. I'm gonna silently come here, clear this angle, peel these angles, you know, check this position. Now I'm gonna pick up the orb, and now back off like this, onto the site, or just TP out and rotate on my teammates. But you hear the trademark there. I'm gonna pick up the orb to bait out the chamber, or maybe bait the footsteps towards the left side, and instantly look towards the window. But there is no way that, you know, because, I don't know, it's just the knowledge that you develop over time, and that basically, like, you know, Ascendant and Immortal players are really one-dimensional, and they usually think in one direction, and it's so easy to outplay them, like, once you notice all of these patterns in their gameplay, and then what type of shit they like to do. Okay, so, you know, what did you learn? What did you learn about the enemies in the previous rounds? We learned that enemy chamber is always playing alone. Always. But the rest of the enemy team is playing together. And they are willing to execute the bomb sites without the chamber. So that means that we cannot anchor the bomb sites. Because they are still willing to commit to the execute, even if enemy chamber is elsewhere. Now, I just need to ask whoever is this chamber in this game, like, is my guy blind? What is this? What is this trademark right here? Is this... I want to say something, but I'm gonna restrain myself.
Hold for me window.
Pushing beam and area of the map with a judge. Brother. We are not zip tie. We are not like Exter. Relax a bit. You're not playing in Radiant. You know, relax. We can still F up the enemies by baiting them with a classic pistol and killing them from the site. You don't need to risk it too much. It's okay. It's okay, bro. Everything is gonna be fine.
Chamber is B.
One A.
Hold the window, please. Keep holding.
My portal broke.
They're out.
Hold the window.
In this round, when do you teleport on A site? As soon as the Chaos knife got deleted. You need to do that. I know you heard the enemy chamber trademark again, but we established from the previous round that enemy chamber is just lurking alone. Teleport away, let your chamber deal with that enemy chamber. We cannot lose the A site again. Also, this would be a really good bait. You know, he teleports out. There's no way that enemy chamber is gonna expect your chamber. So that's a double bait set, you know, like...
One A.
Hold the window, please. Keep holding.
My portal broke.
They're out. Oh, there you go.
We are so fucked, bro. So fucked.
Chamber
No,
shoulders.
he's gonna die again.
Chamber should be mid. He started.
Yeah.
He placed
Whew.
Spike planted.
That was so scary, man. You know what is also scary? I think the enemy chamber is probably on mid right now. You know, like, you need to ask yourself. Okay, so enemy chamber did a trademark here. Why he didn't... He was not here. And he didn't peek me from the window. Where is he? Probably he took the ropes on the timing, and now he's lurking through mid. And at this moment of time,
There's one A.
I'm coming.
he can easily
I
be
have 2 flashes and a clown. Wait for me.
top mid. And we need to give that info to our teammates.
Be close.
Launching smoke.
Wait for me.
Yo, every time when you cross this area of the map, like, without looking towards the top mid, I got a small heart attack. You just have to do that, like, I mean, like, we don't know where is the chamber. If I'm crossing here, I need to do this. Aha, I don't want to go there. I need to do this, like... Yeah. Cinema. Absolute cinema, bro. Like, the first kill. My dude, DMA cheating. DMA trigger bot. Absolute cinematic trigger bot.
One side, one side.
Ready.
Chamber is either tower or city. When you're playing against the sentinels that like to lurk and flank a lot, be ready for it.
Carry tower. Carry tower. Yeah, tower.
Okay,
Nice.
good.
The other guy inside.
Really good. In this round, playing on the B set is a good idea. So yeah. But it's a really bad idea that you're repeating this play for the 3rd time. You know, if I was the enemy chamber, I would actually like... I would actually be like, hey guys, enemy Yoru pushed B main 2 times in a row. Can we just wait for Yoru to push and kill him? So in this round, when there is a really huge chance that enemies are gonna go B, picking this B main area of the map is Swiss. It's a Sudoku, basically. So right now, you should just have some kind of a passive setup, semi-aggressive passive setup, whatever. Like, you know, we can just use this off angle, like wait for the Sova drone to cross us, drop down, get at the backside. Enemies are pushing in, pop flash, bop, 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 take one more kill. Enemies are pushing from the left side, high up flash, bam, 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 take one more kill. You know, enemies are pushing from the right side, like, or left side, like, bam, do that, do this, like, get up with a clone. You still have a teleport in CT, TP out, reset yourself, and that's it. But
Watch from the window, please.
what you're doing right now is terrible. I changed my mouse. I'm not on the OP1 anymore. OP1 is here, and I'm trying to get adjusted to. I'm on the G-Wolves HTX Plus, and I don't like it, to be honest, like, for some reason, but we'll see. We're kind of lucky we're alive. I'm not gonna lie. I spoke too soon. But, you know, and also, what is the problem of this round is, like, enemies are playing some kind of an eco halby, like, once again they have a low economy. Why would you push them? You know? In this type of rounds, you just wanna abuse the default strategies, common off angles. Don't show the enemies that you love to aggress them. Don't play too aggressively if you don't have to, you know? Relax. You're gonna kill them anyways. Is it okay if I... Alex, thank you for tier 1 sub. I don't know how did I miss your sub, man. Is it okay if the VOD has black bars? I play... Yeah, sure. It's fine. It's fine. I have nothing against it.
Two more.
Okay.
Sova will try to drone. Can you send your knife?
Good idea to play on the A side. Very good idea. Because... enemies went 2 times A, then B. In this round, chances are a bit higher. Enemies are gonna go A. And anyways, they were mainly focused on the A side, so based on their patterns of pushing from the previous rounds, it's a good gamble.
Oh, so you can break the drone. People A.
You want to play?
Send your
Let's
knife, send your
play.
knife.
Only one.
It's
One dead.
Time, you know, like, if you already end up in a numbers disadvantage, you know, some of your teammates die mid or B, and you know that 1 or maybe 2 or 3 enemies are aiming, you can risk it a bit more. You know, you're already in a disadvantage, we're already effed up a bit, and in these type of situations, you need to do something. And when you have this type of a smoke from your teammates, and you're playing Yoru, you know what to do. You know, you can easily go for some pop flash, you have a teleport to escape, and rotate towards the B-Link and B side. Like, you can just play on the edge here. You know, you can peek out, because the smoke is literally covering you, and go for some pop flash, essentially. You can go... You can flash through smoke, because, you know, the smoke is actually blocking your vision here. And you can just flash like this, peek from the back of the smoke, try to get a few kills. You can also set up a clone through the smoke and flash. Send a, you know, flash, send a clone. Now enemies don't know who to shoot. Like, should they shoot a guy that is closer? You get the point. Like, but in this round, like, here, you know, playing passively and waiting for the enemies in this mode with a shorty, I think it's way too risky. And enemies can also rotate back. I mean, they just kill your chamber on in the mid area of the map. And they know that the chamber is usually the B anchor and B player. So if I'm in the enemy team right now, I would just reset the round, regroup B main, and just hit the B side.
Open mid.
This flash was horrible. The reason why this flash was bad is because if you flash like this, like you flash something like this, you don't really catch the enemies that are behind this box here, which people really like to hug quite a lot.
Yeah, one man, push mid. One close.
Okay. You know, these fights here were like,
Close.
I guess fine.
Yeah,
I
one
guess
man,
fine.
Push mid. One close.
Over here.
It's okay. It's okay.
3v1.
It's okay. Whenever your teammates refrag you, they play with you and you play with them, like, it's okay, whatever, like, we didn't have the info how close the enemies are.
Because if you cancel the drone, I can go inside the smoke with the short tree and get a free card.
Personally, you know, what I would do in this round, I would probably get the operator and try to kill the enemy chamber that is going mid every round. Because why not? Essentially. Like, if enemies are already so repetitive, and this chamber likes to lurk through mid, peek mid, get the op, get him out of the server, that's it. Also, you know, getting the op to deal with the enemies in A main is also an option. Chamber can use a fast knife to destroy the Sauvage drone. I can peek on timing, get the kill.
Yeah.
Again.
You get a kill like this. You instantly reset yourself. You were more than lucky in this situation. More than lucky. You get this kill on Jet. Your next step is destroying your D key to move on to the right side, to reset yourself so you can engage the next enemies with fake out, flashes, and take easier kills and easier fights. Your job is done. You made numbers advantage, you delay the enemy's push, now we can fight with KO, Jet, and 2 flashes, 2 teleports, and a fake out, and win this round. The worst thing that you can do in Valorant is not resetting yourself for the future fights. Resetting your positioning, mentally and physically resetting yourself as well. The second enemy that's peeking you right now knows exactly where you are. He can abuse the peeker's advantage with the perfect crosshair placement to get you out of the server. Why would you stay here? No reason. And usually you will have enough time, and you had enough time in this example as well, to reset yourself. The worst thing you can do, like, when you're fighting multiple enemies, is taking these ego fights. I killed one guy from an off angle, I'm gonna kill the next one, and the next one, and the next one. When is it enough? You killing all 5 enemies, somehow?
Yeah.
Good idea to play on the B set as well. I like it a lot in this match. Very good. But in this round, once again, I will not play B. I will start on mid. I'm not like 100% certain that enemies will go B, to be honest. Chamber really likes to lurk through that mid area of the map. And anyways, like, what's the difference? You know, even if I start on mid, I can support my Chamber on B. But if my Brimstone dies on mid... Another judge again, bro. Like, well, why do this play, man? When you have money for a Vandal and Phantom. And once again, are the enemies equal Halbai?
I thought I would have to work today. Really not.
So, all 5 enemies cannot buy a heavy shield. It's a splendid idea to get a judge, get close to the beam and area of the map on Abyss. This round, we get the Outlaw, we get the Short T, and we win this round 9 out of 10 times by playing passively, abusing off angles, and body shots with the Outlaw. 9 out of 10 times. And there is a chance that enemies are gonna force buy in this round. There is a chance. But even if they force buy, Chamber is maybe gonna have a heavy shield. Clove is probably gonna go with Bulldog and some crap like that. Bulldog Light Shield utility. Jet, I don't know really like what she's gonna buy. Sova as well. Bulldog Light Shield utility. Reyna, Vandal Light Shield utility. Like at least 3 enemies are a guaranteed body shot. I'm gonna get a migraine from this round.
One mid, chamber's mid, chamber. Still mid.
Generally speaking, when the enemies are eco half by bonus on the attacker side of Abyss, start on mid, defend the mid area of the map, and play fast rotations A and B. Okay. Okay, I didn't get a migraine. It was actually... It worked out. But this type of play you want to do when you're in some kind of a disadvantage. When your default playstyle is not working, when like passive setups are not working, pop flashes, double tower setups, off angles. You cannot do this like in 4 out of 7 rounds on a defender side of Abyss.
Yes.
And in an anti-eco round.
Maybe 2 mid, maybe 2.
And why would you show this to the enemies in this type of a round? You know? Like, it is much smarter to keep this type of strategy when enemies are full buy. To surprise them. To have an upper edge in that round. When we are equal.
Cutting through.
Oh, I
this trademark is horrible. Horrible, man.
Remember, I have all
Another migraine.
surely 1 mid, surely.
Ooh. YouTube was like... YouTube saw the trademark and was like, fuck this shit, we're going 360p.
Oh, my, he went back.
Portal closed.
¿Aló? ¿Habla español?
people on B, they smoke.
To be honest, like, listen. Personally, I would not even focus on enemies on B side right now. You know, like, basically, when there is a huge threat that you can die from 2 different areas of the map, and that enemies can kill you based on timing and luck, like, you should mainly focus on the area of the map where your teammates can die as well. Now, what was really important here is re-clearing the link mid, and we can easily play a 4v4 retake as long as we're not getting any back shots from the B link and mid. Now this round is 10 times more dangerous because your Brimstone can easily die in the mid area of the map. And anyways, we have the KO ultimate, Yoru ultimate for the retake with the Judge and Sheriff. This is a pretty easy 4v4 retake, as long as we don't die based on timing and luck. And there was really no reason for you to go for this play. I mean, I can respect the play. I can respect it. But in a 4v4 with a Yoru ultimate, KO ultimate, and when enemies are playing some kind of a force buy, hull buy, low buy, take the Judge, wait for your teammates to rotate, and play a retake together. Basically, when you're defending the bomb sites, if a play that you're doing is 50-50, such as pop flashing through the smoke in an open area of the map where enemies can have some kind of a cover, you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. It is 10 times smarter if you stay alive, wait for your teammates to rotate, don't allow the enemies to backstab you, narrow down the enemies only in one line, you know, one type, you know, angles in front of you, and just go for the retake. This, you really don't have to do this shit when you're alone. Because then you put your teammates in an even bigger disadvantage in a 3v4, and I think the round is practically over at that point. I mean, you rely on your random...
man, show them.
You rely on your random teammates to win a 3v4 retake. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit.
Not bad, not
Almost. Not even close. Uh, oh, I don't know why, but this kind of smells like one of those rounds, you know, where the enemies say, "Hey guys, let's dodge the KO knife and let's push the A site." The thing is, like, enemies were always getting hit by this knife, and usually at this point of a match is where people start to use their brain. You know, when they're losing a lot and when they play like... When they lose like 7 rounds in a row from the same shit, like... So, I don't know. I think this is gonna be the A push with a knife dodge. It's just my spidey senses tingling. I really don't know what's gonna happen.
Kermit, don't die.
Personally, I would have teleported here. To be honest.
Kermit.
Maybe it would be a mistake. And also, I need to emphasize one more time, like... can somebody tell this chamber that this trademark is... What is this gap right here?
Jet
The guy has one job. Literally one job.
on B.
One man. Very nice man.
This chamber is a comedy show, man. Ascendant 3, Immortal 1 chamber. By the way, the setup that you're doing right now is okay. I mean, like, from this position, getting the kills with the shotgun should be a piece of cake. You should be good for at least 1 or 2 kills.
Enemy B. Portal closed.
What is this rank? Ascendant 3, Immortal 1.
For you guys. Sure. That's okay.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't know, I just... This is something that you, like, kinda develop over with time. You know, I just watched millions of VOD reviews, played millions of these fucking games, played millions of times against Ascendant and low Immortal players. You just kinda feel when something is wrong, you know? Like, there's no way that they're getting hit by the KO knife every round, and magically this round, where both B main and A main is silent, they don't get hit in the A main. I mean...
One is mid for sure. Care.
Just remember we have ults.
One more. Mid. Reyna.
Time to jump.
That kill was insanity, to be honest. Insanity. I don't know why you didn't buy a... If you have money to buy Sheriff and Judge on a map such as Abyss, any map, to be honest, you buy Sheriff and Judge. Good kill there.
Running A.
Front end?
They're flying back.
No.
There's one mid. Very nice
Some
mid.
mid, careful.
Going back to B.
There's one mid.
I love that we don't respect the information at all. I mean, it's also pretty problematic, like how your teammates are playing on the A side. But we cannot do anything about that. I mean, Brimstone is fully... Like, both of them are fully locked onto the top mid. And enemy Sova did a dart on A, like, 20 seconds ago. And enemies could have literally walked into the bomb site.
Running A.
Front end?
Going.
Also, please, like, man, if your controllers are giving you this type of a smoke in rounds where both you and enemies are full buy, you need to tell your controllers, man, can you please give me this smoke? Otherwise, we are fucked. Like, this smoke does nothing, essentially.
They're flying back.
No.
There's
Okay.
very nice
Some
mid.
mid, careful.
I don't know really what we were trying to do here. I mean, like, we had the info that Reyna is top mid. You saw it on the minimap as well. We at least know where is the Reyna. We don't know, like, where the Clove and Sova are on the A set and in A main area of the map, but at least we had the info on this guy. And now, you know, like, with that kill, I would also rotate onto the B side.
30 seconds left. One enemy.
There's jet you.
Nice try from the enemy team, to be honest.
Right.
Faking the B push, dodging the knife, and then it was a nice try, and it was a bit lucky that we won this round, considering that kill with a classic pistol in the B main area of the map.
Which bait you.
Try to cancel drone again.
Yeah, but they're
No,
waiting.
Once you hear the drone, not. You have to wait. Once
Yeah,
you
one
hear
minute,
the
1
drone,
minute.
you.
But let Magic go for you.
I'm teleporting here. We need to help our teammates from mid. They told you, they gave you the info. One guy is mid. We need to help this chamber.
They should be B.
We don't need to help now.
Oh, wait.
Personally, I would use this smoke to fuck up the enemies with a pop flash. And I will not leave this position. Even if you don't want to peek through this smoke, it is a good idea right now to apply some pressure onto the enemies through that smoke. Because your KO is stuck at the backside, and he needs some distraction in order to get some kills.
We can try to flank. You can try to flank.
Without distraction, he is dead.
Okay, chill. I'm gonna.
That's not true. You can wait for
Planning.
like Shepherd to go like over here and then you on the mine. That's free.
Spike planted.
Free. That's 4 all 4.
It was a okay idea. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't see a reason why did you unalt inside of the smoke. You saw all 4 enemies on the site. Unalt here. Enemies are never gonna expect both you and the chamber going from the back. Then you can send a clone through the smoke. Send 2 flashes. Create a fucking chaos around the enemies. Someone is gonna get some kills. Either your Jet, Brimstone, or you. Or your chamber that is going for a double flank.
That's 4 all 4.
I don't know what is the difference here, like you getting in the smoke and unalting outside of the smoke when you know that you have a timing to do that.
So you cancel it. I don't know if you understand me.
Cutting through.
So you cancel it. Cancel it.
Yeah, but Jet is pushing. She can destroy my
I'm
life.
just gonna jiggle. Don't worry. I have.
Still 1 minute so far.
What's your Jet doing? I don't like this at all, man. Like, I really don't understand this plan. I really don't understand this shit, to be honest. Like, we're giving the full B-man space, full A-man space, and enemies can just walk to the choke point. That should not happen to you ever. Like, you always need to have someone holding this, getting us this info, someone holding the B-man push, Like, the bare minimum we should have done here is play a position maybe like this. And then, try to kill one guy safely, reposition yourself, and now with a, fake out and utility, we can go for some kind of a play and take the kills.
Bro.
Yeah, this was terrible, man. Terrible.
He's in.
Time to jump.
Please do not play inside of the smokes in angles that players usually spam. Like if there is a smoke on tower, most players will do this. 10% of players will do this.
planted.
When you're going for this type of pop flash plays, you can maybe like, you know, it is way too predictable that you're gonna go out with a first flash, you know? So basically, if you already have a clone and a flash, send a clone and a flash, because there is absolutely no way that enemies are not gonna shoot that clone. You know, do a clone here, clone flash, and then drop down. 90% of times, 99, that clone is gonna obliterate the enemies.
Spike planted.
But I don't know what was the plan here. Like, giving so much space to the enemy team.
Legit.
Criminal.
Time to jump.
No way, this is Ascendant Immortal. Oh, it is. It is. You really think that Ascendant and low Immortal players are any better at this game? Like, most of the players that reach Ascendant and Immortal get there because they get naturally boosted by the game. Because they play enormous amount of ranked matches. Because of their mechanics. Or because they just developed one skill that is really good for them. Like, and that is why 99% of players in Valorant, they get stuck in Ascendant and low Immortal. And they cannot progress into Radiant. Like, those are the most stuck fucking players in the game. Because they think they're good. They think that, you know, like, oh, I'm Ascendant, I'm low Immortal, like, I'm actually good at this game. No, you're just not. Like, the difference between a low Immortal and a Radiant is, like, same as between, like, Iron 1 and, let's say, Ascendant 1, for an example. It is the same distance in terms of skill, understanding of the game, and everything.
Reloading.
Also, like, this is usually the skill level where most players stop playing Valorant. You know, where most players give up. They get stuck in Ascendant 3, Immortal 1, Immortal 2. They cannot progress anymore. I think it's possible to rank up to high elo in Valorant with an office monitor. People have done that before. People have got Radiant with 60 Hz, so maybe.
Where's that flash? Let's look for. Oh no. Oh wait.
In this round, you should have used the rule of 3 executes and position on the B side. Thank me later.
I saw you had the last stick.
Pushing B.
I really don't like. I don't like in your Yoru gameplay how much you're not utilizing your abilities to take favorable fights. Like, there's an enormous amount of fights that you take. Like, if you played Jet, it would have been better for you. Like, what? Everything that you did with Yoru in this gameplay, you can do with Jet, but better. Everything. Every single play. Except the fast rotations with the teleport. That you anyways didn't do at the right moment of time. So I don't see a reason why would you play Yoru. You know? And you're heavily lacking awareness and knowledge to actually pull out the Yoru. Essentially, at this moment of time. Now, you can continue playing Yoru, but I just think that you would reach Immortal 3 10 times faster and easier if you played an agent such as Vele, Jet, or Chamber. 10 times faster and easier.
Ready.
Can we chill?
Like, you know, why are you here? Why are you in a one and done angle when you have a fake out and two flashes? Why? This is a bad position right now. And if a position is bad for you, it is better for you to die in the process of repositioning rather than dying on a spot like this. Why is it a bad position? I'm 4v4. I'm alone defending this area of the map where the enemies can pick me from two different angles. I don't want to take this 50-50 fight because I have a fake out and 2 flashes. And numbers are equal. I also have a Brimstone ultimate to win this round. Why do I need to fight aggressively?
They should be A here.
Spike planted.
An absolute waste of a fake out as well.
Yeah.
Oh shit, one was still B main. He shot me.
You really need to chill with the knife. Like, you really need to chill, like, with pulling your knife out. Listen. If you don't know exactly where are the enemies, in these off-roads, you know, like short, tower, CT, instead of using your flash and wasting your flash to peek them, jump spot the enemies first. Aha, nobody is there. I don't need to waste my flash. Aha, nobody is here. I don't need to waste my flash. I can just scale up here, clear these angles, and now, in an area of the map where it is 10 times more important for me to have the flash abilities, I actually have flash abilities to peek the enemies and clear 20 different angles that enemies can play on the A site and crossfire setups. Like, stop wasting your flashes and utility for bullshit.
Wait.
Here as well. This was mega dangerous. You have 15 health points. There is no smoke in the aim and area of the map. And you're peeking this angle, like this. I need to jump spot it. One jump spot, second jump spot, and now maybe I can win this fight. With a peeker's advantage and proper crosshair placement, and as I'm anticipating this fight with an enemy. I Ghost Rider kill him, man. But there is no way that someone is not on tower.
Last player standing.
Okay. Congratulate me, coach. I just lost my rank up to Ascendant for the 6th time LMAO. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. You'll get it tomorrow. You'll get it tomorrow. Easily, bro. Okay, in overtimes you follow very simple rules. Whatever worked through in a regular part of the match, you just want to do in overtime as well. So our 5-man executes were pretty fucking good. Let's do a 5-man push A or 5-man push B. And we can expect Chamber and Reyna on B, Jet and Clove and Sova on A.
Okay, let's try to get a frag on mid and then
I cannot hit myself with this shit in my head because I already have a brain concussion from Budapest. But
group somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like B.
They're gonna play Oak for sure.
Chamber, I'm gonna send a clone on top and then we both pick at the same time.
Decoy. Watching here. Here.
bro, I swear to God, I feel like I'm holding my shit right now.
Here.
How dangerous this all is.
You want a flash, Chamber? I can flash him.
Like what we're doing here, and the time, like how many times we could have died. Like, you know, we have no info in top mid. You know, like we enemies can kill us from B link, from behind this box, from the A link.
Watching here. Here.
Thanks after your streams and aim training video. I'm in YouTube. I'm currently gold 1 from silver 1. No problem, man. Donnie, no problem, bro. Yo, Charlatan, I watched your Ultimate Aim Guide video and thought that under-flicking is always better than over-flicking instead of under-flicking. Better to always under-flick instead of over-flick. I think Minigod explained it. Send me the Minigod video, like, on Discord. Maybe we effed up somewhere when it comes to terminology. Maybe. I already forgot, like, what I said in that video, so I'm just gonna check it and I'll give you an answer tomorrow. On the stream.
Here.
You want a flash, Chamber? I can flash him.
Here. What's out of charges? Cutting through. I'm a good shot.
Pretty decent usage of teleport ability. I'm not gonna lie. I think that this clone on mid was an absolute waste. I don't really know what is this clone for. You know, what is this clone from? For, like, you can just jump spot the enemies and get the info anyways. The flash, once again, I mean, who are we actually flashing? Who are we engaging? Like, what, you flashed a guy that probably, like, what? What is that for?
What's out of charges?
The teleport, though, was decent. You know, sending the TP here onto the tower, not a bad idea. If there's no enemies on B tower right now, we can go for some fast play.
Could be side, could be side, could be side.
Check backside.
Reyna is probably somewhere on the site. Like, there's no, like, Reyna always played B site. And now we need to clear all of these angles. So what he should do right now? Like, the only thing that he has to do is just jump above this position and destroy the Reyna's anal cavity. Like, just do this, ba ba boop, get up with a shorty, just ba bop, take a kill. I don't know if he has a shorty, but he should have it. Okay, we can also do that.
One mid.
Time to jump.
5v3. Play time for jet, play time for jet. Someone hold flank with me.
Okay, this is looking better. This is looking better, I'm not gonna lie. Like, finally we're not overstacking the bomb site. And anyways, we have, you know, we have a jet on a lurking flank.
Here.
Very good. I just need to ask, like, what type of shit our chamber is smoking, because I need something for my depression as well. Like, not only that he did a trip for the aim and area of the map during a default round, but also there is a gap. Another, like, what are these trips? Well, this guy is Immortal 1, man.
Check your right, check your right.
You lose.
I mean, like, here you don't need to play from the site, you know. You really don't need to play from the site. We have a Brimstone Molotov. 2 teammates on the site making some kind of a sandwich out of the enemies. And the spike is, you know, if the spike on B is planted in this corner, and you have 1 teammate in A-main, but that is also a good win condition. You know? Brimstone can bounce the Molotov for that position, delay the retake for like a few seconds. You can go for some pop flash, delete the enemies as well. We can spam the enemies here, kill them. I don't know.
This way, I can do it one way. The spike.
You know, this is just one of those weird, not weird, like, just one of those post plans where you really, like, you don't need to play with your most aggressive teammates. You can just play on your win conditions.
What we're having.
One
Just
enemy
like it.
remaining.
One more top.
But you're never gonna get negative points by fighting with your allies, obviously.
Haven't not. Was-
Side.
A rank up match to Ascendant 3. I love the enthusiasm. I love the enthusiasm. I love it a lot.
And then you peek on my contact.
Finally, God. Finally, we're doing some kind of a good play in the aim and area of the map. Like, literally, the main problem with the A site was like, I don't know why we played so passively. We have 2 pop flash agents. 2 of them. We have one-way smokes. We have chamber with a teleport. Like... Let's go.
Flashing, flashing.
I don't know why, like, why would KO flash for you? I mean, you can also go for a pop flash. So to be honest, like, I would go for a pop flash myself. Why? Because considering what type of flash you got here from your KO in the round number 1. I would not trust his flashes ever again. Pure, like, you can just, you know, play here. Just get them out. Very good, very good.
1 minute left.
I don't know why you have such an aversion to, like, rotating at the backside. Like, from the backside with Yoru, you have a lot of great setups that you can use to F up the enemies. A lot of great, you know, pop flashes, different type of peaks that you can do with a clone. I don't know why. Like, you're not gonna get HIV playing backside here, you know? But you will be KILLED, ED'd, you know? DD, if you play here.
I think I will.
Play crossfire.
With 7 HP, you want to position here in a spot that people usually spam through the smoke. Let's see how that is gonna go.
Just break the
Yeah, 1B, 1B.
Should I TP?
And 1 man, I think.
Portal closed.
I heard 1
I'm
man.
gonna send my
Maybe
TP
like.
KO. I leave you for 2 seconds.
You do a lot of dangerous stuff in your gameplay that you're not getting punished for in this VOD, but I can see how, you know, you can easily get effed up in the other videos, in the other games that you play.
Time to jump.
The smoke is gonna fade and then we're gonna begin the fight.
1 dead.
I think that you know, it would be easier for you to play a reflex setup with a KO here if you play from the backside than from this position.
Alright, chill, play it.
Because of this stupid box right here.
Be careful.
Do you have your knife soon?
1 minute.
Privately. Nordini GT, bro. Private.
Last mid,
One
last mid.
enemy remaining.
Last bottom. Nice.
Okay. So, to sum it up. Out of these 20 deaths right here, I would say that at least 10 deaths that we discussed during this VOD review were absolutely pointless, unnecessary, could have been prevented with better positioning, team play, and utility usage. With Yoru, you're really wasting your utility left and right. Like, very, very rarely during your gameplay, you actually use your flash, clone, and teleport to engage the enemies. You know, to take the kills, take the fights. In areas of the maps where, you know, it makes sense to use them. Awareness is pretty low in my opinion. Like, I don't think that you're tracking what your teammates are doing well enough. I don't think that your decision making is fast enough as well. Listen, all of the problems that you have at this moment of time are pretty easy to fix, and I'm gonna share with you one training that you can do to work on these problems. But the thing is, like, you cannot fix these problems in you know, in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Minimum 2 months, essentially. So I'm gonna share with you some training. Do that training for 2 months, and we'll see, like, you know, what's gonna happen. But all of these problems that you have are such a fundamental, basic problems that, you know, if you invest like 20% of your brain power and you change your gameplay just in a bit different direction, where you prioritize the team play, where you focus a bit more on what your teammates are doing rather than what you want to do, you can easily get Immortal 3. Easily, to be honest. You know, aim is not really the problem. Mechanical skill, it's like whatever. Like you are on a level of, you know, an average low Immortal player. It's enough to be Immortal 3 at least. You know? But executes, when you go in, how you go in, where you use your abilities, how you position yourself compared to your teammates, who you play during the postplants and where you play during the postplants, which fights you pick, when you pick them, all of that is like, you know, can be much, much better. And even if we do like 7 VOD reviews, 7 VOD reviews is not gonna be enough to discuss, you know, all of these situations and scenarios that you can basically play in Valorant. So you need to go, you know, you need to do some self-reflection, you know, basically. After every match, ask yourself some of these questions, you know, did I have to die here? Could I have used some of these abilities, you know, piffed fucking abilities that I have with the Yoru to take a better fight, easier fight? Could I have played with my teammates a bit better in terms of my positioning? And that's the only way to fix your problems. Like, you're lacking that situational awareness a lot. And there is no easy way to fix it, basically. Playing the game, self-observation, having some friend or a coach to help you through a longer period of time. And, you know, your knowledge can also be better. Like, I would definitely recommend you to take a very, very deep look into my ranked playbook on the Discord server, you know, for every single map. Like, your positioning based on team comps, based on the map that you're playing, can be much better. Like, I mean, on the A side, like, you use, you know, one angle, and my guy goes stubber. Habla español. What? Like, you use one angle, instead of, you know, maybe like, let's try to kill enemies here. Let's try to kill them through the wall, then get them to another off angle fast, then bam, try to kill one more enemy, then bam, with a pop flash, try to kill one more enemy. And now, you know, you can just play a bit more passively, go onto the tower, wait for your teammates to reset, to come towards you, and then we go for a retake. And for a play like this, you know. Bro, you're not the same without chewing gum. What do you mean I'm not the same? I have a brain concussion. That's why I'm not the same. Okay. Everything else we're gonna discuss through private messages. If you have any other questions, you have my support for the next 7 days. When it comes to the second YouTube channel, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, you know, leave a comment. Join my Discord for coaching. All of the good stuff for the playbook as well. During the January, we're completing the Yoru ranked playbook. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.